One.
I just thought it would be funny.
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a bad idea.
Greetings, adventurers. This is Have Dice Will Save, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure where we are absolutely rolling in dice trays this week like civilized human beings.
Lies. Give me a 2. I will follow you this time.
So, before we get started, a couple of quick things. Last week, I mentioned that next week I would be gone. I was wrong because I can't do math.
It was a lie.
I will be gone. Well, we will be here next week for another episode. And then the week after that, I will be gone at Colossal Con in Sandusky, Ohio. So if you happen to be at Colossal Con in Sandusky, Ohio, come and say hi to me wherever I end up.
And don't try to show up to Colossal Con in Sandusky, Ohio next week. You'll just
It
be
will
at the
not be there.
Kalahari. It'll be fun, but
It's a
there
nice,
won't be
it's a
Colossal
nice
Con.
place.
To be fair, there's nothing wrong with us showing up at the Kalahari.
Yes.
It's a great place. But it's even better when
you
there's a
won't-
Colossal Con in it.
But you will not see a Dave.
No, I will not be there. I think. Okay. So I think that's all of that. So, everybody, if you would, take a deep breath. And here we go. So, last time on Have Dice Will Save, sadness. The party returned from a field trip to the capital city of Yersank to find that the Tokdemir Monastery and its inhabitants, including one Amelie, had come under attack. They met with a new face, a half-orc hunter named Gresh, who helped them investigate the area. And they learned that while several monks at the monastery had died, there were some more that were missing, including Amelie.
No.
And that they had been taken by devils of some variety.
They disrespect the beard.
Bearded devils.
Following a prophetic dream given to Tessie, they made their way to an ancient ruin a few hours trip away, where they fought some spiders of various magical enhancement and were confronted by Marta, the I guess ringleader of the fighting pit in Yersank, who revealed herself to be theoretically a goddess of some kind.
Some sort of spider goddess.
Some sort of spider god.
Spider god. Spider god.
Why, Paul? What?
Because it was there.
Through a little bit of bargaining, she gave them a direction and the means to track down the bearded devils who made up part of the contingent who executed the attack. They also found a few, random items, including an extra set of slippers of spider climbing,
So
which
much
they
spider
used
climb.
to
We just live on the ceiling now.
which they used to get out of the underground temple. And as we begin, they are just finishing climbing up the rope that leads them back into the dwindling daylight.
Yes. Marta say we have 7 hours. We could potentially catch up, then make camp.
Okay.
Ambush
could
them
work.
tomorrow.
Do we have the time?
We could cover half ground and then overtake them on next day, I believe, if timing is right.
Either way, we find and catch up today. The
Yes, we get as much travel while we still have the light.
Orso.
Do we know that they're not just going to vanish again?
I think either no matter what, first step is find them. Second step is make plan when we find them.
Okay.
We can plan on way.
If
Marta did say they gather supplies. I don't know what type of supplies Devil need, but
I am more than a little tired. I have, I think, limited ability to channel Marshall's power at the moment.
Very well.
So, if we need to ambush, do not expect much more than sword from me.
I'm just worried is all.
Duh.
Understood, but I think there's not much we can do other than that, honestly.
Let's find first, figure out what needs to be done when we find them.
Then let's
Duh.
move.
Horus.
Okay.
this way. I will go ahead and roll my first tracking check.
Please do.
So, I've declared hunt prey on the owner of this fantastic, totally not human skin boot.
Yes.
Well, that's not good. But,
But is it
Wait.
good enough?
well, it's a 6 plus an 18. So, that's pretty good.
That's a good
pretty
modifier.
Yeah.
I was like 6. That's not great. 18.
Okay. Okay.
And
So that's what, a 24?
24, yeah. And using using my tracking goggles, I just need to pull up what those do.
They track things.
Oh, really?
I can re-roll every half hour rather than every hour for tracking. So if that is not good enough, I will be able to tell relatively soon.
Sure. Fortunately, that is exactly the DC
Hey.
for a normal check of your level.
Wonderful.
And the your quarry is not going through any great lengths to hide itself. So, you all set out from the ruins in the general direction Marta indicated. When you get to the top, by the way, there is a spider web strung between two tree branches that are fairly near to each other, woven in an arrow in the direction that she had pointed.
That way.
Just in case you got turned around while going up through a hole in the dirt.
Yes. Also,
At 0 wisdom,
apologies.
definite possibility.
with greater, it's 15 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
Bleh. Sorry.
We head that way.
Yeah.
So you head that way.
Yeah, I am keeping an eye out specifically for anything where they could have gathered like what supplies
It's-
to be like what supplies are they gathering, because if they're gathering food and water for their prisoners, then we have an indication that they're probably going to plan on keeping them alive. But if it's something else, we need to know what they need it for.
Sure.
As a great Hogwarts groundskeeper once said, follow the spiders.
Why's it gotta be spiders?
Because
They're
spider,
great.
spider god.
They're not great. They're not great.
Anyway, so you set off in that direction with Gresh moving surprisingly quickly as he begins to track. And it's only half an hour or so before you start to see the first signs of a path. It is not exactly the direction that you were sent in, but she sent you to find the path rather
Yes.
than to.
Yeah. We pick up the trail from
Right.
here.
So she gave you the shortest distance to a path, and then from there, you turn to start following as you see footprints in the soil and points where the pine needle bed had been disturbed. And the path leads you east by northeast. So if you would do me another favor and roll a separate survival check for me. This one
Alrighty.
not necessarily tracking so much as general like understanding of tracks.
Okay. That is a 26.
Okay. So, as you begin down the path, you notice that there are other points where similar tracks are left over going the other direction. You divine that this was probably the same path they took coming that
Okay.
they are now taking going.
This is the return
Yeah.
to wherever this portal is.
Right. And the tracks that you see are almost a day and a half, 2 days old.
Okay. So they come from portal in this direction. They maybe scout Toktamir, and then they attack. This is numbers footprints.
You would guess 8 or 9.
And on the way back,
Probably about 6.
they did take casualties.
Didn't show them.
Oh, who knows what they do?
Well,
but
we don't know what happens to their bodies when they die.
is also true. Are any of these footprints? Can I discern if any of them are like our monks?
No.
No. Okay. So the monks are probably being carried unconscious or with the flying ones. But for now, this is what we have.
So, press on deeper and deeper into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
To the kind of east-northeast. You all have enough knowledge of the area to know that this path could lead into a small area that is technically Skyvuskil, because Skyvuskil kind of comes up around the eastern border of Skortile and meets with Cadia there. There's kind of a point where the three borders all join. It could theoretically be going as far as the Yava Mountains would be in this direction. But that would be several days' journey. That would probably be at least 3 or 4 days to get there of hard travel.
How are we doing on time? Because it was late in the
Yeah,
day.
you're losing light pretty quickly at this point.
Okay.
How much further?
We could find clearing, or we could try to push on through night. But
Do we know where they are?
we know
The-
where they go.
Yes, the tracks that you're seeing indicate that they are traveling slower than you are confident you can travel, and that you have started to close a bit on them. In the half an hour, that 7-hour head start is already shrinking noticeably.
Okay.
But you'd say you could catch them in maybe 5 hours if nothing comes up, but that would put you
That-
in the early morning,
And we'd be
you'd
taking,
start
like,
taking
exhaustion penalties and things
exhaustion,
like that.
fatigue kind of stuff.
Okay. I don't know if they rest, but we need rest. At current rate, we catch them tomorrow around midday.
But we don't know how far they're going. We don't know if they'll get there.
This is risk we might take, but if we go now, these two die.
I do not die.
He at least have hard time.
He might die. She might die. I'd be fine.
I will put it to you. Is your family? Do we push through or rest?
I don't have a whole lot left here.
So we give best shot. Best shot include having magic people.
I do think let me get some healing back.
I have a good amount of spells left, but Ivan doesn't.
I am useful without spell too, but
It's true.
means we lack a little healing.
Okay.
I do not like we do not have eyes on them first. They appear from nowhere. Do not want them to disappear to nowhere. Is my main concern.
When will we catch them tomorrow if they're still maintaining their current?
If they don't rest.
If assuming that they don't have to rest,
Yes.
they would get another 8 hours ahead. You would catch them a little after midday tomorrow.
Okay. If they maintain but not rest, we still catch them around midday.
Are there any major landmarks within this area?
Society or nature? I'm sorry, nature for that one?
You could do nature for like physical landmarks.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, it popped out. Oh. Nature.
That die knows.
16 is Skyvuskul, so I'm not as familiar.
If they go that far, that would you would catch them before they hit the border of Skyrim
Yes,
Skill.
but-
Could
we
I
would
do
get
an accompanying society for man-made landmarks?
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, there's really not a whole lot in that direction. Even after Skyvu's kill, it's mostly just open terrain. If they, presuming they continue in precisely the direction they're going, and they're traveling in a pretty straight line, as
Yeah.
near as you can tell.
I mean, they've got flyers, so like
Yeah.
I imagine we're picking up like we see one track and then we see another track, that kind of deal.
No, the ground troops
Ground
seem to
continues to be treading.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
seems to
They
be
seem to be
traveling by
grounded.
foot.
28.
Yes.
28.
Perhaps they lose flyers.
There would be, in roughly that direction, there would probably be like a border outpost between Cadia and Skortal. In theory, they could hit Wolfwater on the way, which is one of the southernmost towns in Cadia.
That sounds friendly.
But outside of that, not really. And they would have to change. They would have to go a little further north to get either of those. Otherwise, I mean, there is a border guard contingent in Skyvoskill.
I can't remember. There's still there's active combat between Cadia and... What's the situation between Cadia and Skortile right now?
It is at a standstill right now.
Okay.
Cadia has withdrawn behind its borders.
Oh, okay.
And it was never technically a war. It was some skirmishing.
It
along
is-
the border.
It is a.
I want that. I want that. And then they go, no, you can't have that. And then they take it.
Yeah.
And then we take
Yeah,
it
it's a-
back. And then
It's a
Stand there.
ceasefire with all of the comfort of the 38th parallel.
Exactly.
I put like this. Worst case, they travel at same rate. They have no reason to suspect we follow. We catch them midday. They bed down and rest. We catch them in morning.
Okay.
Either way, we catch them. This is certain.
All right. And there's nothing significant here, so it's
There-
probably not where they're stopping.
There should be... They'll probably hit a watch post. They might hit Wolfwater. Although, with the way things are going with Cadia, that could be in our favor, actually,
I
because
think
they'll
if
have...
they hit watch post hit back.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not really
Yes.
concerned about any extra stuff. I'm mostly concerned about these guys.
You know, what I mean is that could slow them down.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll take first watch.
I take second.
I'll go third.
Okay. Are you doing
I
anything?
have. Did I? I did not. Never mind.
Are you doing anything special to set up for camp?
I am pulling out my tiny cabin.
Okay. For reference, if you pull out your tiny cabin, you can only kind of take a watch because you must remain inside the cabin.
Oh, okay. Then I will
Could,
not
like,
take third
stare
watch.
out a window or something, but it wouldn't be as effective.
Then I will not take third watch.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Take
there's
third
only
watch?
3 people, so.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
pull out my tiny cabin and pop it up into a big cabin.
are you? Yeah, you can find just like a clearing spot where the trees are a little more sparse, and there's definitely enough room for your cabin to live.
Pop up cabin.
What is this?
House.
A cabin. It's a spell.
I knit your bones back together like it's a sweater, and the house is what you're concerned about.
This magic is magic, but this is.
Is magic.
Wait till you see my stage.
No.
It's much.
Oh, our princess pulls a little black dog figurine out of her pocket.
Is nice knick-knack.
Is also
Oh,
good dog.
he didn't mean it.
Is small figurine. Is
Oh, shh.
treasure from what? No. What
We
is-
know you're a
You
good
should
dog,
look a
princess.
bit more into
We know
this
you're a good
magic
dog.
thing. It show up sometimes.
I hunt and bring food.
Everyone just storms off to go
That
get
is what
stuff.
I need. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a subsistence check.
Sure.
Okay, so that's still enough. It was largely performatory.
Sure.
I bring enough food for 8 people.
So Gresh, after seeing this cabin come up out of nowhere, disappears for like an hour and a half, and returns with like a bunch of berries and a dead squirrel. And not squirrels. Squirrels are sacred to us apparently. So it's like a possum or something.
The sacred squirrels.
Enough wildlife to feed us all.
Yes.
Rabbit.
Yes.
Rabbit. Rabbit.
I will. Is there kitchen in your cabin?
There's a
No.
fireplace, but no
Would that
proper kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you
so
could
there-
cook
there's
things
a
on
fire.
it.
I mean,
you can cook things.
You
on
can
it.
cook
Okay.
things on the fireplace. Yes.
Okay.
Fire on a fireplace is much the same as a fire on the ground. So
True. Okay. Well, I will start preparing dinner.
So you begin to smell the sense of cooking wild things.
It beats the porridge.
It does. It is. It is definitely better smelling, if nothing else, than Ivan's porridge. As you
it's
settle
not the
in
porridge's fault.
for
Oh,
a
so it's
quiet
your
night.
fault.
The more imaginative the caster, the better tasting the create food is.
Oh,
It was Ivan all along.
No, just like
Apparently.
you eat the Ivan's porridge, and it's just like, that's notes of dwarven ale.
It's like,
Okay.
that's
just like Grandma used to
technically
conjure.
So apparently, the Ashen Man and the Bramble Man are twins.
Duh, you could see by looking, and that they look identical.
Well, yes, but we have confirmation now.
I suppose.
Who is the Bramble Man?
Is other
it, Joe.
He's another god, not a god.
the
So
other
you,
may be God.
so you traffic with these people.
We have run into sometimes.
I mean, we don't look for them. Well, I
It seemed
kind
that
of do
today
now,
we
but
did explicitly that. We did explicitly look for them.
we didn't previously look for
Technically,
them.
we did not look for God.
I did.
Well,
I've been looking for the Bramble Men for
No, I mean
years.
today we did
Kind
not
of.
look for God. We
I
looked in
kind of-
cave. It turned out to find God.
I kind of look for them now, but
She looked for God.
We kind of tripped over the Bramble Man. She kind of.
Is 6 not enough for you? Is 6 gods not enough for you?
Well, you are free to ask them. We did not make them. I do not ask for more God. They just find me.
Well, it's. Yeah, I mean. Well, the Ashen Man. We did so much traffic with him as he tried to get us killed. The Bramble Man.
6 gods is not enough when a 7th one tries to come up and kill you and your family.
How does that? Well, it is fair. You seem Cadian, and so you are not used to God's ire. So, in your case, I respect that. But all 6 gods try to kill people of Skarmusko.
To be fair, that is why
That's
I
not how-
like
yeah.
my God, but
It's not so much 6.
Yes. The marshal.
Oh, you're real sensitive, Ivan. Diplomacy is your strong suit.
In any case, enjoy soup.
It's not so much 6 isn't enough. It's when you've been told that there are only 6 and then you find out there are not only 6, you kind of want to know the whole story.
You kind of want to know full story.
Yeah.
I just want to kill deer and feed family.
And you know, when you find out that the god that you followed basically your whole life and your family's whole life and their family's whole life is not the god you thought they were, you kind of want to find out the whole story.
Yes, you seem different from other adventurers. So
we've had interesting experience so far.
again, yes, I can see this. Apparently, Martha God now.
That too. That was unexpected.
Technically, I
that was a
believe
surprise.
Martha always God, but
Well, now we'll see. So first watch.
Yes. So you all spend some time sitting around eating possum soup,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
It's delicious.
It's sustenance.
yeah, and talking about various deities. Before most of you head off to sleep, who was taking first? Emmeline. Okay,
Because she's impatient.
sounds good. Emmeline, would you like to roll a perception check?
I would love to roll a perception check. This is where all of my luck from last session falls away. Oh, yeah, it is. Emmeline's extremely distracted. She's very antsy and cannot focus on anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 16.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 2.
So you settle in out by a secondary fire just outside the cabin, I assume, to spend some time watching. And you can hear the night sounds around you, the sounds of animals. Unlike at the monastery, the animals don't seem particularly concerned about being on the general path that the devils had taken. And you probably find the quiet becomes oppressive pretty fast, left to your own thoughts.
Just sitting in there stewing.
But your watch goes on without any noticeable trouble.
nothing notable. Just some stomping boots and smells of brimstone. Nothing to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Nothing to be worried about.
You hear
You do it.
hear a mild chant in the distance.
Right, just the quiet sounds of your camp being surrounded by bearded devils and then have a dance party or something.
What else do bearded devils do during
They're
this
just
watch?
spinning Amelie over a spigot like a fucking like cartoon.
I was sitting here waiting. Had to set up camp for freaking Ivan. Stupid Ivan and his stupid spells.
So, as your watch ends,
I come out.
She's just like pacing in circles around the fire.
You come
She's
out-
not keeping a very good watch.
yes, you come out to find a very agitated and ineffective Amelie, or Emmeline.
Go. Rest. Tomorrow, we catch them. And you can stick a blade down throat.
I'm partial to that idea.
Yes.
I don't know if rest is going to come quickly today.
But still, you must try. A tired eye is a dead eye.
She'll walk off. And at least lay down.
Stop bouncing. Stop fucking bouncing out of my goddamn tray. We're supposed to roll in the tray.
Yes.
That's an 18.
18.
Yeah, not
Okay.
great. On the lower end for me.
We're all very distracted.
It's a fucking house. Fucking house just popped out of the ground.
Yes.
It's like a goddamn house.
It is somewhat distracting when houses just appear out of nowhere.
Oh, look, it's my friend, the cleric of the god of genocide of my people.
But that's a constant like ambient thing that has always been a thing. This is a house that popped out of the ground.
Always been a thing for the past 12 hours.
I mean, you know, divine and primal magic is not
Well-
entirely unknown to you.
It all adds on the wood pile.
Yes. It is possible you have never seen a bard of significant magical potential. So you very well may have just never seen occult spells get cast.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. Like that normal. That I understand this.
Right. Stab some stuff.
Picking
Okay.
up a figurine of a house and suddenly it becomes
Yeah.
a house.
Yeah.
Whispering some bizarre eldritch words to it. And then it decides it is now a real house.
Traveling
I
with Gulp,
understand
she is
stab.
stressful.
But you settle in for your watch with probably some of the oddities of the day going through your head and possibly some other oddities going through your head.
Mm-hmm. I'd be, you know, at the very least, like listening for any abnormal animal sounds. Like if like all the birds suddenly go quiet or something like that, then like, oh, a bear is probably walking around, and we don't want that.
Yes.
So
For a while, it's pretty quiet. But eventually, you do pick up some kind of sound at the tree line. Well, not tree line. You're kind of, but at the off past the edge of the clearing. And at first, you think maybe it's just like, you know, a raccoon out of a tree or something like that. But then you hear another from a slightly different direction.
2. Okay.
And over the course of a minute or so, you determine that there is at least one thing moving out in the woods.
At this point, I would roll a stealth check and approach to investigate before, like, if it's an animal that I can potentially scare off, I'm
Sure.
going to do that first, rather
Okay.
than wake up the party. So that is a...
We used up all our luck yesterday.
yeah, that is a 19 to sneak.
Sneak.
Sneaky.
Bow drawn.
Okay. Would you be so kind as to also make another perception check for me?
That's slightly better, yeah. That is a 24.
24, you say? That is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
So, you start to creep out into the woods, staying low and weaving between trees. And you get a minute or so into the trees, before you spot the first figure. It's hunched but large. Probably 8-ish feet tall if it were standing fully erect.
Oh, it's another god.
They just crawling out of the
creeping
woodwork
around
now.
the woods
God.
now.
Coming out of woodworks now. Jesus.
It's 3 more
Yes,
gods.
that's one too.
Okay.
I am the woodworker, god of woodworking.
Okay, so is this thing humanoid? Does it look humanoid, or is it like
It doesn't-
could it potentially be a bear huddled or something?
It doesn't look super dissimilar from a bear at first, until you notice it is creeping toward the fire, and when it turns just right in the firelight, the last bits of the firelight, you catch that it is holding a long object of some kind.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
it has a
I know
tool.
what this is.
Well then,
They're back, boys. It's the bugbears.
It's the bugbears. Okay. I wouldn't know to look out for bugbears
You
because I
wouldn't
don't
know?
know there's a fucking bounty on y'all's head. Okay.
We don't know there's a bounty. Well, no,
Yeah,
we
you
do.
do.
We do.
Yeah, you
Yeah, we
do.
You found the
We
note.
found the note.
Yeah. Okay. Well. God, fastest way to wake them up. Fastest way to wake them up.
Yell very loud.
I don't want to. I don't want to blow my cover though.
That's a different question.
I'm going to shoot an arrow into.
Toss a thunderstone through the window.
I'll have a
Yes,
thunderstone.
flashbang your friend.
Yes. I'm going to shoot an arrow at one of the windows of the cabin
Okay.
because I imagine.
Does your magic cabin have hardness?
It's gonna collapse and we're all gonna get vortexed into the thing.
That'd be hilarious.
One moment while I look that up.
And next
I'm
campaign.
gonna go ahead and roll my attack now, though.
Mini party adventure.
Okay, that's a 28 to hit the cabin.
A 28. You will hit the cabin.
Yes.
It does not have an armor class of 29.
Go ahead and roll damage just to see how
the
much
cabin
that is.
dodges.
He gets up on chicken
I
legs and just
rolled-
scuttles away.
1 off of minimum damage. So.
I mean,
that's,
it is a window. I think you'll
6
probably be okay.
6 damage.
Okay.
If it has
We'll
hardness
just-
5, I do 1 point of damage to the window.
Right, which is how you break glass.
Fair enough.
We will say that.
It doesn't say.
Okay, then we will assume that it doesn't have any special magical properties that keep its glass from being shattered. So if the 3 of you sleeping would please make a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
For crashing glass.
Well, that's an actual 20.
Hey, it glows.
You
It's
absolutely
making
wake
up
up.
for last game.
Oh, that's a. Well, let me add my perception to that.
28. Or no, 18. Excuse me.
15.
Ivan bolts upright and starts cursing in Dwarvish, looking around.
I
Well, that would
imagine
wake
that's
you.
probably enough to wake up everybody.
Yes. I will say that counts as spending an action to alert the others. As Ivan wakes up to shattering glass and everyone else wakes up to shattering Ivan. You see the figure turn its head, and it's got pointed ears atop its head that rotate slightly at the sound, and you hear ruff.
Can I roll a nature or survival? Okay, nature.
What
Nature,
are
nature.
you?
Just like, what the fuck is this? 22.
22. Hard to say.
Okay. It has face, I shoot in face, it die.
When it turns its head with the sound, you do see like a blunt muzzle at the front of its head, and you can
Okay.
tell that it's got like a slight, like almost a hunched back.
Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, I know at this point, I know now that it's coming to kill these people that I'm traveling
It's certainly a
with,
possibility.
and I'm not having that.
Right.
So I guess I should roll initiative then, huh? Or how do you want to do this, I should say?
That's an excellent question. So I will say that right around that time is when you feel a sharp object against your back from the person who beat the the perception check you made.
God damn it.
And you hear a voice behind you say, "Perhaps you should put down the bow."
Let me know when Ivan comes crashing out the door with his sword drawn.
Right about now.
Convenient.
As you stumble out of your cabin.
I have shield and sword.
Yes. But no armor.
Nope.
Sad people with medium armor.
Light armor.
Oh no, you're in light armor, aren't you?
I'm in hide.
Hide. So you would have this problem, except it happened to be your watch.
Yeah, so
So
I'm prepared.
You're okay.
I doffed. Or donned, whatever.
Donned,
I
yes.
donned.
Doffed. Don.
You put it
doffed.
don.
I did. I donned. I put it on.
So,
That's bad.
Ivan
You should
comes
feel
barreling out of the cabin in the distance as you feel that blade twitch slightly.
I'll release the tension in my bow.
Okay,
I ain't putting it down though.
that's fine.
Like,
And at that, when those words happen, you see the creature that you had been watching turn, looking startled, and you get a better view of its. It straightens up a bit, realizing that it's clearly been discovered.
yeah.
And you get a better view of its face with a sort of, kind of, almost. It's definitely canid in nature.
It's like a knoll.
It might be a knoll.
Is it a knoll? Did I guess right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a knoll.
It's like- You see-
It's not a knoll.
You see a knoll with its canid features trained in on you. And looking straight on, it's a powerful looking creature.
Oh damn.
You have probably taken things that are more dangerous than a knoll from what you've vaguely heard of them. Mm-hmm. Not that you've actually identified the creature, but whatever.
But yeah,
You just looking at it, you think, I've probably killed scarier things, until you notice that its eyes are faintly luminescent, glowing a pale red.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I not have these problems.
Which is not how gnolls normally work.
The Knoll God.
I am Knowless, god of Knoll.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then from the other side, you hear another ruff sound,
Not only are they worse, there's two
and
of
then
them.
a third.
This is getting out of hand.
as two more move in, realizing that their stealthy approach has been discovered.
Gotcha. Did the person who stabbed who is threatening to stab me in the back, how do they sound? Like humanoid-ish?
More or less human.
Okay.
Yeah, they sound
But they're
humanoid.
not-
Like their
they're
voice
not
was not.
riffing, they're
No,
not
their voice
barking.
was definitely not coming from one of those things.
Okay, wonderful. So it's a bunch of humanoid creatures and a dude.
Yes.
And a
Okay.
guy.
So
now
Ivan,
I
you come out
cast Zone of
to.
Truth.
Would you make a perception check, please, Ivan?
Sure. That would be a 23.
23.
Yep.
You did
Okay.
an excellent job of describing the knoll.
Thank you. Just wait until you get them in decent light.
No, don't fight me.
So, you come out initially to an empty campfire and no Gresh. As near as you can tell, for at least the first few seconds, he broke a window and then ran away.
This follows what I know of orcs.
Oh no.
I start kind of like looking wary and kind of pacing around the area, basically.
After kind of taking up that defensive posture, you peer out into the woods, and you too can pick out vague shapes moving through the distance because you have dark vision, which means I can't give you stupid penalties for the darkness.
I'm going to pretend like I didn't see them, and start.
Roll a deception check, I guess.
Sure.
Act natural. Fly casual.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
You sell their shit out of this.
I continue to wander around, but in a way that like kind of keeps my shield angled towards them and keeps me going in that direction. But I acting like I'm just kind of looking around, like I haven't seen anything, like I'm just advancing forward.
Very puzzled by the lack of grass.
Yeah,
I am stumbling upon
as if I
you.
kind of just am so happening to have my shield angled towards them and move in that direction.
You start moving in a vague, like, searching pattern. And you are just like, your channel. You've seen Emmeline do this once, where, you know, maybe in some awkward social interaction in your sank, like, she moved through the room like she didn't see that orc who was a dick to her last week.
It's like, oh, I don't want to deal with this guy. No.
And you're like, I'll just do that, but with whatever the fuck is in the woods, and it works perfectly. They absolutely they don't move as though they think that they've been, you know, caught. I'm assuming other people might come out of the cabin as well.
Yeah, a little bit after, because
Are you staying in the cabin, or are you leaving?
I'm going to stay in the cabin until I'm absolutely sure we're not going to need the cabin anymore.
Okay. So, Emmeline comes out not long after you. You actually, he's trying to act like he didn't see anything in the woods. So make a perception check, please.
Ooh.
Wait a minute,
30.
I know what I'm going to do.
You definitely see something in the woods, and with that perception check, you also start realizing the pattern that Ivan is weaving is specifically to move him toward the things in the woods.
Do I see Gresh at all?
No, he is too far back in the trees to be seen right now.
So I'm going to set down the dog figurine,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, Princess! And she pops up into a big old Rottweiler. Go with Emmeline.
So after a couple of seconds after Emmeline, like right as you lock on to that thing in the woods, you feel something move up next to you, and you look down. And the princess is just looking up at you like, "Mrr."
Wag, 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 wag.
What?
Wagging her tail.
Okay.
And then she you know, looks where you're looking. She does not see them.
The creature type at the moment is guard dog.
We need
Yes.
we need some moderation in chat.
Okay.
I shall
Nuke
wield
the
the
froggy.
mighty banhammer.
The NB Fugi.
Bang,
He shall be burned.
hammer,
Band.
So,
and the hammer falls down.
with a dog at your side,
Emmeline is not well versed in strategy, but she is well versed in tearing things apart with some swords.
okay.
But is perception enough to realize what Ivan's doing?
Yes.
Okay.
If that's what you're looking for.
With a 30, like I'm gonna give it to her.
Yeah, but I want her to accidentally blow my cover.
No, honestly, like,
But
I don't think she'd expect that from Ivan. That's a
It
good
is-
point.
That's fair. You see
I
what
see Ivan being Ivan.
seems to
Yes.
be searching around, having seen nothing,
He is-
moving in a
it is-
very definite pattern that is
Yes.
absolutely going towards them
he
with
is
his
moving
shield
toward
in
them. Either he hasn't seen them, he has seen them, and he is being entirely more subtle than you have ever seen him be, or he's drunk and is trying to walk in a straight line.
And it's just very luckily happening to move strategically towards them.
Probably already visible because I just stepped out in the light.
Yes.
I guess just move to the farther side of the fire and kind of assume a defensive posture and to see what happens.
Okay.
So I will be using my 2-weapon parry.
Okay. So you're raising your weapons into a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Okay. Right about now, the voice behind you sighs slightly. Well, this became more complicated than expected. well, let's get on with it. And starts nudging you vaguely forward toward the fire.
I will walk towards.
And turns and says something in this low growling speech to one of the gnolls.
Princess, interpret.
It doesn't sound canine in its growling. It sounds wrong.
Princess can't speak common either.
Yes. It's gonna
She can't
Scooby
speak
Doo it. So anyway, out of the woods, and now kind of nearish Ivan, steps 3 hulking figures. Who actually, either of you could make a society check to identify because they are humanoids.
Can Tessie see them?
Yeah. Yes, there are windows.
Okay.
One of them is broken in the same direction
I
they are
don't
from.
know.
I didn't know if they were close enough to the cabin.
Yes.
Imagining that, like, once the fighting
All
starts,
right.
That is a 25.
Tessie
On
is gonna.
society?
Yeah.
Good lord.
I lived most of my
Yeah.
life in the underworld of a major city, so
Society is useful at all
31.
echelons of society. Okay. Also 31.
Okay.
probably
These
run
are
into
definitely gnolls.
Yeah.
Uh,
Called it.
They are large for gnolls, and gnollish society would suggest that, or what you have heard of gnollish society, would suggest that that means that they are probably on the higher end of gnollish society, because the larger tends to mean more respected. But there is definitely something off about these particular gnolls, and if you would make a religion check for me, or anybody can, I guess.
I couldn't tell which you
I
meant.
know shit about religion.
Whoever wants to.
that is a 27.
You have seen, you recall seeing the hag in Marshall's stand
Oh.
with its off features, its sallow skin, its glowing red eyes. These gnolls have sort of brownish gray fur, but it's scraggly. It's become kind of desaturated, and in points there's patches missing. Their eyes are a little sunken and glowing red. At first, it looks like they're not wearing any armor on their upper bodies at all, but as they step into better light, you can tell that they are actually wearing tunics made of the hides of other gnolls.
Oh.
Great.
And they let a low growling sound toward you, as you determine with that religion roll that these gnolls are almost certainly vampires.
Vampiric gnolls.
Fucking what?
Vampire.
Fucking what?
You see me look over and Evan just goes, Vampire Knoll?
Oh, the Ashen Man's back.
And you know, certainly you had a 30 society. And I think yours was high enough too. To know that gnolls aren't native to this area, but they are native to the Yava Mountains, which is not too far off.
Tessie, can you for once not sound excited about the fact that we're about to die horribly to some new monstrosity?
I'll try.
She's leaning out a window just far enough to
hey!
not technically be out of the cabin.
I'll try.
For
You're gonna
once.
like break out the window like a western
this is
and
the
start
broken
shooting
window.
the launching missiles at them. This is gonna be amazing.
Someone gets thrown through a saloon door somehow.
Yep.
And then out from the kind of between the two of the gnolls steps Gresh, kind of with another figure kind of behind and just to the side of him. A tall, but not quite Gresh tall, human man with too pale skin and...
Do we recognize him?
No.
Okay.
This is not the Ashen Man.
Okay.
If the Ashen Man showed up, it wouldn't be with gnolls.
Yeah.
Are these friends of yours?
They're kind of like
I've never actually spoken to a Knoll.
well,
So No.
If they're the Ashen Mans, then they're like the minions of the guy who tried to kill us last time. But they might not be the
They
Ashen
vampires. They tried to kill anyone they meet.
We've killed many of your kind before. Are you sure you want to?
Join them.
Yes, I know.
This is why 6 is enough.
Yeah, meet number 8.
We are also not fan of Vampire God. Is probably poor decision to have.
Yes, we had not anticipated this meeting.
Oh, good. Then you can go on and leave us alone. I am tired.
I have an important question first.
We're on talking basis now?
It is that or fighting. We could get to that if
I
you
mean,
wish.
it's better than the alternative, Emmeline. What's up?
He has a distinctly, you would notice for sure, a distinctly Middle Cadian accent. Though it's kind of out of style these days. But, you know, you've heard sort of posh grandfathers talking like this.
God.
It's noble, though. He's got distinctly noble Cadian bearings.
Yeah.
There was an artifact in your possession.
Was it like this?
Oh my god.
What are you pulling out?
Oh my
The
god.
stone.
The lodestone.
Loads. It's still small. It just weighs a bunch.
Was it like this?
No. What?
Do you want
Do you
it?
want it?
It's magic item.
It's a shiny rock.
We give to you, you go away.
So,
It's an artifact in our possession.
We bribe you to fuck off.
Oh my god.
She was pulling up on the pouch that it
Yes.
was held in.
Oh, this is what happens when your wizardly vampire NPC rolls a natural 1 to identify a cursed item. That is not the artifact in question.
Do you want anyway? And then fuck off.
Well, I mean, you can tell us what the artifact was, but you can also have this.
You are a very strange party.
I would offer you tea, but there's no way in hell I'm letting you in our cabin. So have this shiny rock
Your
instead.
arm is just like reaching
Like,
out of the cabin.
her entire
Just enough-
torso is
just enough of your body that the spell doesn't think you're outside the cabin.
And I can't come out because I'm magicking this cabin out of a figurine. So if I leave the cabin, it's a figurine again, and I'm out of spells.
Is that
So I'm not. There's no way in hell I'm inviting you in. I can't come out to make you tea.
Also,
I want to be a good hostess. Have a shiny rock.
Okay, make a deception check, please.
Oh, first of all, before I hand you the shiny rock, tell me what the artifact is you're looking for.
before we piss you
Yeah,
the fuck off.
Let's finish this conversation before the shiny rock.
you cannot give away shiny rock. Martha tell you to keep and bring back.
Well, Marta can deal with it.
He rolled a high enough to perception to understand what she was doing.
Sure.
So he's like trying to help by making it seem more important.
Sure. Emmeline, what's your passive perception? And I guess Ivan too. Your passive perception.
14.
It's 10 plus.
21.
Oh, 24.
26.
Okay. Both of you have enough passive perception to notice that when she said, "and I'm out of spells," his eyes, his like eyebrows went up just a little.
Oh
She
my
got a
God.
21 deception.
A 21 deception. That beats his. No, actually, it doesn't beat his passive perception.
Damn.
That is not what we are looking for.
Well, what are you looking for?
You possessed a star-shaped artifact.
Oh, we don't have that anymore. Don't we? We don't. No, we don't. We don't have that anymore.
Okay. I need you to make a will save for me, please.
At what point, like, did we decide that we were just telling everybody everything?
I just
We can
wanted
take secrets.
I just wanted to bribe with magic item and
24.
have him fuck off. This is my plan.
Nope. He looks directly into your eyes, and for a moment, his red eyes brighten, and you are transfixed by them as he says, "Tell me honestly, where is the star-shaped artifact?"
Out of character, does Tessie know? Because Sherry doesn't remember.
Tessie knows you gave it to the Cadian government. Specifically, you gave it to the regent of Cadia.
Last time I
It was
saw...
the regent, right? Or was it
Um,
Bastion?
I think it was the regent.
I think it was the regent.
Last time I saw it, it was in Gadia.
Excellent.
I'm
Wait.
going to make a wisdom check to see if I notice that after his eyes glowed, she suddenly changed her story to the truth.
In
Instead
fairness,
of
she was
saying,
telling the
"We
truth
lost
before
it
that.
and
She
don't know
was,
where it is."
Yeah, no, she wasn't going to tell him where it was, just that we
Yes.
don't have it.
sure.
She doesn't want him thinking they have it still.
That's pretty good.
In fact, make it a religion check.
Oh. Then that is a 31.
That this vampire definitely just dominated her to tell him the truth.
I am going to cast command on him.
Okay. And he makes a will save for that.
It is, yes, a will save.
How do you feel about a 37?
I feel like that
Jesus.
saves.
I feel like that saves too.
But I say, let Gresh go.
Very well. You feel the dagger move away from your back.
I'm going to take a couple steps forward and then turn around and backpedal the rest of the way there, because I don't like this. Still don't like this.
Now take magic item and fuck off. You bribe, you leave, everything work out.
I am not interested in your thing.
Then fuck off without bribe. We don't care. Is the fucking off is important to us.
Very well. You have been disruptive to my master's ends in the past.
If I don't get some sleep soon, I'm going to be disruptive to your face.
I doubt that. But as a sign of new possibilities, we will leave you to your rest. Endeavor not to be disruptive in the future.
Oh, now I definitely want to be disruptive to your face.
Can we maybe not get into a fight tonight, Ivan? That would be nice.
I don't know. Depend on vampire.
Actually, I have a skill for that.
You do.
I
You have
do.
an
I
entire
just got
skill
it.
feat.
So, Joe,
We would
while Gresh
be
is
entreated into the possibilities of maybe not being murdered by you at all times. And I'm going to roll for my new ability, which is Distracting Flattery. Which is basically get us out of jail free card from Ivan in a social situation.
Like,
No.
Ivan is tired and wants to kill
Yes.
vampires.
Technically, it happens when someone fails a diplomacy roll, I think, and that would
think
therefore lower their opinion. However, I would say that is kind of a de facto failed diplomacy roll.
I think it just
I
says,
don't feel like I need to try and roll that one.
No.
I think it just says social gaff. I could be wrong. I'm looking at it now.
And now I cast Stone of Truth.
I mean, you can.
Nah.
Oh, the trigger is you observe a target's attitude towards yourself or your allies decrease as a result of allies'
Oh,
behavior.
that definitely occurred. That occurred. That triggers appropriately.
And I rolled a 32 to try and smooth over the social blunder with distracting flattery. Against his will DC.
A 32, that will work. You see there was a bit more tension in his expression that relieves a little bit with that. Well, it is nice to see that someone in the group that managed to be so stubborn.
I keep my cards close to my chest and I play them as I see them.
Has manners. It seems our particular purposes are not at cross right now. And so, have a wonderful evening.
Are you sure you don't want a shiny rock?
Fucking off.
I do
Stop.
not.
Just stop.
Come, princess.
Where'd the dog come from?
The dog goes, "Ruff," and just trots happily back into the cabin.
I told you she was a good dog.
No. Nem. Nem. Vampires now. Are there any other friends that I should be keeping an eye for?
You're hunting devils, man. Do you really think we're not going to run into more weird shit?
This Vervadszat, this not. The vampires have nothing to do with this.
It's devils. It's just things. They aren't.
Most
I'm
things that
going
are
to
around
bed.
seem to hate us.
Okay. So,
You are hunting devils.
no, we are on Vervadszat. It's different.
No, hunted devils. Shut up. Go away.
Evan, just stop for once.
I want to kill vampire.
We don't.
Ivan,
need,
go
this
back
is-
in the cabin.
This is not. This is not help for Vervadszat. Thank you, Kosnum, for not stabbing. It would hurt. I would not like it. Your people wear clothes of their people is efficient, but weird.
Yes. Sleep well.
I think the words he was looking for are creepy as hell. Have a nice evening.
And he steps back into the woods. And those of you with especially high perceptions might see him turn into a bat once he is back in the woods.
Build sword entirely out of garlic next time. Just stab on sight.
So
Oh,
this-
your religion check back there is high enough, by the way. You would know that most true vampires can't approach someone with a wielded holy symbol of a non-evil god, I think, which
Okay.
yours counts as. So just for future reference, if you ever need to stop a vampire, they have a lot of difficulty getting within 10 feet of somebody who's like holding up a holy symbol.
That's a good thing to know.
Because he made a really high religion check there.
Yeah,
so.
nice.
Okay, we
And
really,
your religion check was focused on fuck vampires.
I also know that garlic probably not the most effective.
Garlic
tool.
is also not a thing that they're fan.
But I'm still making a sweat out of garlic. Just throw it at them at the start of the fight.
most
Urban
most
legends
true
don't go-
vampires
don't die.
also have problems with garlic.
Oh, cool. Is I understand urge
Buy a sword
to
from Italy.
bite off more than
We are allowed to not fight stuff on occasion.
It's vampire. I
but
don't-
on Vervadszat, main goal is to get
Look,
our people.
vampire half the time just attack anyway. Don't thank someone for taking you hostage. Come on now.
He has nothing to do with me. You want your blood, not mine.
The
He
whole
wants all
reason we
blood. He's
stopped
vampire.
tonight. The whole reason we stopped tonight was so that we would be well rested tomorrow to save our money. And here we are trying to pick fight with vampires. She's lapsing more and more into Erisgate, like that's how angry she's getting.
Is good point. Sleep.
Also, Tessie,
Also, your watch.
Yes?
stop telling people things.
Well, I only told him we didn't have it. I didn't
Don't
want
tell
him
him
to
that
think
either.
we had it.
Don't tell him anything.
His best thing to tell vampire is fuck off. It's best thing you can say.
No, it's not.
Worst thing you can say is I want to be hospitable. Here, I have house. Now you can come indoor. I want to be good host to vampire.
Let him in the door. I know not to let him in the goddamn door.
Technically, she
Saying
did,
you want to be good host can
Say-
be implied.
Technically, she did not invite him into
I
the
specifically
house. Also,
said
technically,
you're not
it's
allowed
not a real
in-
dwelling. He could walk in anyway.
I specifically said he's not allowed in the house, and I can't come out to make him tea. I wanted to give him the goddamn stone. I want this thing gone.
I understand
We'll
that.
take back.
However, picking a fight with the people that we may not be able to fight is not the way to do it.
Oh yeah, that probably would have pissed him off, wouldn't it?
Instantly.
One.
I just thought it would be funny.
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a bad idea.
Okay. Let's see. Princess has about 6 more hours before she's a statue again. Princess, go lay down by the door. Go lay down by the door.
I say,
Watch for bad
Princess,
guys.
take next watch.
Okay.
Watch for bad guys. Good girl.
I
I told you she was a
Trots
good dog.
over.
can I pet?
Yes.
I pet.
The
pet
tail
the dog.
wags, but she's staring out the door with her ears perked. But you can watch the tail wagging.
Wag.
I gather some supplies for road, and then I go finish rest.
I finished sleep too.
So you technically have a couple more hours on your watch.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I just spend that gathering some supplies
Sure.
for tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Congratulations, by the way, on avoiding that combat.
Jesus Christ.
if you were curious.
Got to use.
Oh.
Oh no.
I hold up to camera since we didn't get a battle cam with it.
Painted those last night.
I'm gonna have to check those out after stream. Also, we're gonna kill those gnolls at some point. It's not tonight. We got plans.
They're gonna die.
We got
Look,
plans.
All I'm saying is I have a fuck you if you are breaking the rules of my religion, and they are minions of a god that isn't supposed to exist. I feel like existence somewhat breaks the rules of my religion. And especially if they try to do inherently vampire-y shit, that absolutely would break the rules of my religion. Because
You don't get your spells back yet, though.
but I had never used my spell of fuck you if you broke the rules of my religion.
Oh, that's true.
Because we only fought spiders. I still had a bunch of spells that were good against like evil sentient things.
Guess which spell he's preparing tomorrow? That same one.
That's fair because we're gonna catch up with the devils tomorrow, provided we get some sleep.
He and see like the eyebrows raised when she said she was out of spells. Like, I'm only out of that spell, not these other ones, or my wand of manifold missiles.
Sure.
It never ends. Just more missiles.
Yes.
But you finish your watch and head back inside after that interesting encounter, which is making your impression of the adventure life
It is
Change?
justified. It is
It
more
went
justified.
way downhill.
Yeah.
Way fast.
We so far, to recount, we break into temple. Personal friend of mine is God.
At least she was nice about it. Fair.
Yeah. Personal friend of mine is God. We travel, and we get attacked by vampires that have nothing to do with me. This is not going well. This is not going well.
They just have a grudge against us.
Seems fairly standard.
It happens.
It's okay. At least you haven't died yet.
Honestly, we fought
Again,
fewer of these things than we might usually, so
Yeah.
we're doing pretty well by our
I
standards.
mean, last time we ran into that particular person's minions. Oh boy, I probably shouldn't be telling you this because that's discouraging.
I wonder if I have spell of silence.
Oh, please. Please.
I might. I
It
will
would open
think
up
on.
so much of my worry.
so how does Princess's watch go?
I go back to bed. Maybe put the dog on it.
Yeah, how's Princess's watch
Nope,
go?
nope.
Does she bark?
Not leaving the dog on watch.
That's
I'm
a
taking the penalties. I don't
dog.
care.
It's a magical guard dog.
Don't care.
It'll bark.
Don't
You're
care.
asleep. She would take Ivan's watch.
Not while the dog's still up. Well, not if Ivan's not unless there's a watch on post. I
You
should
wouldn't
say.
know. Joe's still got a couple hours in his watch.
It's true. And then I patted dog.
Technically speaking.
I patted dog and said, "Okay,
Yeah, that's
good
fair.
watch, boy.
That's fair.
She's a girl.
Good watch, girl."
Okay.
All right, I guess Emmeline's sleeping.
Hey.
That's the mechanically better decision, probably, but unless we get mauled by a bear.
Just like you thought it was the
Was
bugbears.
that your mauled by a bear
Now
dice?
it's
No.
the bugbears.
Yes. First vampires, then bugbears, and we're doing greatest hits today.
I am
Just like
I am going to be spending most of my time kind of
And there'll be some
napping. on my watch.
goblins.
I will actually go up and go to my watch. I like
Sure.
because I have woken up and stuff. So I'll spend most of my time, but like dozing. I'm not
Sure.
really going to be doing a good watch, but like awake enough and present enough that should like Princess growl at anything or whatever, I'm going to be able to wake up.
you're
So.
awake-ish. You're
Yeah.
in your armor. You're fine.
Mostly I'm just kind of like napping in my armor next to the dog.
Yeah, and the dog is
Okay.
a good alarm.
So
So, make a perception check in any case. There will be penalties.
that's
My
appropriate.
fiction and reality once again.
18.
For those keeping track at home, that was 3 2s on all of those perception checks.
Damn
God.
your dice tray.
Fantastic.
Not the
It
Trey's
strikes
fault.
again.
They're like
Okay.
special magnets in the bottom of these that Dave turns on when he wants
He
to.
wants to fuck us. It's a
Have them all Bluetoothed to my phone.
I don't know. I mean, I was the one who bought these, so he would have had time to tamper them before
Oh,
we
I've
brought
had
them in.
time. Okay, so you nap for a while as your watch carries on. And Princess never wakes you up. And neither does getting stabbed by things, so that's a plus.
I thought that was to imply that he would wake up and he's just like, sword? Where did you come from?
Damn it, Princess! You were supposed to growl.
Princess is holding the sword.
my master plan. I am dog, god of dog.
Fucking
Another
I am
dog.
dog. Spell my name backwards.
God. Gresha's gonna have a fucking new phobia at this point.
They're all gods. All of them.
But you wake up. No one appears to be dead. The sun has begun to rise above the pine trees around you.
Princess is a statue again.
Princess is a statue again next to you. Well, I mean, it would
No,
be
Princess,
it would
I
be
mean,
a
this
little
is
bit
only a
after her
couple
watch. It's 8
hours.
hours, right?
6.
Oh, 6.
wouldn't be
Yeah, no,
6 hours.
she'd still
Still
have
a couple hours left.
Yeah, she'd still
Okay.
have basically through breakfast as a dog.
Gotcha.
I don't know what happens when you feed a magical construct dog food, but you might find out. Princess
It grows big and
It
strong.
doesn't specify.
it gets +1 to all its rolls the next time you shape it into a dog.
It gets +1 to tail wagging.
Yes.
It doesn't specify, so I'm going to assume it's a little shinier.
Yes.
I gave bone. I give bone.
So you all, yeah,
From
you all wake up in the morning. Ivan,
Yes.
I would like you to, I don't know, let's roll like a d6.
That's a 6.
Okay. I need you to go look at your inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Start looking at small items.
Oh no.
Pick the 6th small item from the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then just tell me what it is.
It's a minor healing potion.
Okay. Thank you. And then make a perception check when you wake up, please.
Mm-hmm. Natural 20.
Okay. You wake up and have a sudden instinctive knowledge. You know for sure something is missing from your person.
I take my bottomless stein, which is full for some reason, which is weird because I had put a healing potion inside of it to prevent it from filling itself while it was in my bag.
That
Where
would
is-
probably be how you knew. Suddenly your bag weighs an extra like 18 ounces more than it should.
It's just... No, I got this for breakfast. And it was just already full, and it shouldn't
Right.
be.
Yes.
Where is healing potion?
Which healing potion?
Mine.
Did you misplace a healing potion?
I put it in stein so stein would not fill.
Where
It's
was
not
the
in
stein?
Huh?
Where was the stein?
In bag.
Is it
I
just
haven't
in
gone
the
in your
bottom of your
bag.
bag?
No.
Princess, did you eat his healing potion?
Huh?
She didn't eat your healing potion.
I will search for a healing potion.
Okay.
That's a 32.
Okay. You start you start applying your skills, if only to make the world make sense again, and start to search around the camp. And you see, you remember exactly where the trail that you were following continues. You see the footsteps of the gnolls and the vampire. Then you see one more smaller set of footsteps.
They're like human, like not
They're
human,
humanoid.
but they're humanoid.
Yes.
Yeah,
They are too
Okay.
small to be an adult human.
We have a visitor tonight.
What visitor?
I don't know these tracks. They came after a vampire, though. I can tell you that.
I did not see anything. We had dog. Dog did not see anything either.
Does someone want to perhaps roll society? Because Gresh can't identify people,
Sure.
only animal.
Does it matter? It's a healing potion.
Oh, God.
Not really.
16.
I just
You don't know what tracks look like. You are not trained for the tracking of footsteps by species.
I am not as much concerned about healing potion as much concerned as it missing and someone seems to have taken.
I mean, it looks roughly... Is it about time to pack up the cabin?
Probably.
Yes.
So Tessie's going to walk out of the cabin, put it in her bag. She's going to walk up to the footprints and sort of stand so that her own foot is kind of beside the footprint.
It's a similar size.
Is it shoed?
Yes.
So
No, it's not like a boot print. It looks
It's roughly halfling size. She's gonna sort of. How wet is the dirt? Will she mess up the footprint if she puts her foot inside of it?
No. It's maybe.
She's gonna kind of
But
gently
Not to any
lower
meaningful
Yeah.
degree as far
lower
as
her foot
progression.
into the footprint, without putting enough pressure to really mess it up. Too bad.
What's your goal?
Trying to see how it.
It's similar in
Okay.
general. shape
So,
and size.
halfling size, probably shoed.
Princess walks up next to you and sort of sniffs at it a few times and then poofs into a statue.
Good girl. So it's
okay.
either a halfling
Well,
wearing
we had
shoes, or it's a gnome,
random.
or it's something else, or a goblin,
So we had random
Or kobold.
or a kobold.
person.
Kobolds wear shoes?
They could. They generally don't, but it's not like they're incapable of it.
I mean, heck, sometimes I wear shoes.
Okay, well, either
don't
way, we
like
had someone
shoes,
come to
but I
camp
wear
and
them
steal something without
sometimes.
being spotted.
I'm more concerned about Amelie right now. I'd like to get on the road for that.
Yes, I do not think this is worth the time.
It could be Scree.
Just for watching out.
What is a scree?
I don't think Scree would be quiet enough to not be noticed. Scree tends to announce presence.
Good point.
Pretty
And
well.
if Scree was back, why would she just walk in and steal Ivan's potion and then leave?
How would she find us?
I don't generally question anything Scree does.
Amelie first.
In any case, tracks go this way.
Right.
Still do not know what scree is.
Oh, she's a goblin.
Oh. Okay. Just like, seems.
Goblins are super uncommon in Squirtle. They're not super common either, but you know.
It was like, oh,
I have
I
removed
have
my healing
seen,
potion.
I have seen a goblin before. 21 to continue tracking at a reasonable pace.
Okay.
Oh, wait, +2, 23, because following my prey. My bad.
You know where the trail was, and you start moving in that direction, and for a little while you follow it, though at a certain point it becomes difficult to keep track of it. you can kind of assume it's still moving in the direction that's been pretty consistent, or you could kind of spend some more time trying to pick it up again to be sure.
I mean, it's only it's a 15-minute loss.
Yeah.
So I might as well just do it.
Okay.
It's like I would rather not risk it and end up on the halfway across to Sky Vuskul. Is much better. Is math. My God. 24.
24.
Yes.
Okay.
Much better by 1.
That
It's
is,
better.
however, the DC.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, hey, you kind of have it. But yeah. So you take a few minutes and start brushing away some of the pine needles that might have like been blown over. It was a kind of a bit of a breezy night as the winter is creeping in.
Gotcha. But it's still not like purposeful obfusc.
No, they don't seem to be concealing their tracks as near as you can tell, unless they are really subtle about it, and also kind of bad because all you had to do was brush some pine needles away, and there they are.
Yeah.
So
They shake a tree and they're like, there, it's good.
yeah, it's perfect devil logic. It's just like punch the tree, tracks done.
We did it.
It actually would be that inconsistent with bearded devils, but
Not exactly known for their stealth, are they?
If you punch nature, nature won't tell other people where you are.
That's how
Beat
they
nature into
typically-
submission.
Sometimes nature fucking narcs on you, though.
That's why we beat it into submission.
Okay.
It's consistent with how they solve their problems in other venues.
but yes, you reestablish your tracking on this thing.
Had time to drink some water, eat some trail mix, and off we go again.
And you continue onward. For the first few hours, you can kind of keep a bead on these things. And at a certain point, you do find a spot where it looked like they had stopped for a while.
Okay. I would definitely take the time. My number one goal is to confirm the presence of our 4 missing people.
Okay.
So once we get, it's like, they rest here for the night. I think it's worth to see if we're on the right track, if they have our people.
Okay.
Okay. Make a survival check then.
Okay.
Means we'll catch them sooner rather than later.
Really? Son of a bitch. Okay. That is, survival is 16, 19, 20, 21. 21.
21.
21.
Okay. You can't tell for sure, but there are a few unfamiliar tracks mixed among them. So you can't say with 100% certainty, but something was on the ground that wasn't on the ground before
Right.
in this spot.
Okay. I cannot confirm numbers, but this is new. It could be where the flyers set down, or it could be bundled, like our bundled peoples.
Well, that's
If,
better
they're
than
kept
nothing.
Bound. Yes, it is at least promising.
Well, I suppose we keep following.
Is there any indication of what the supplies might be that they're gathering?
So on your way, I'll say you can pick up spots where a few of them break off. Actually, roll one more survival check for me for that, because there's a couple of useful things you might learn from it.
Okay, that is a 30.
Okay.
That is a 30.
So you spot where what looks like little scavenging parties will break off. And if you take a minute to like follow that, you can see that in a few cases they're bringing, you find spots that look like they've had foodstuffs picked off, in instances where you can tell an animal was killed.
Yeah,
In
like
one
there's, like,
case, there looks like
blood
a
and
deer
carcass
was
and
literally
stuff.
just like killed and had like its head ripped off and left on the ground and then got carried off.
Yeah.
In a couple of other cases, like it's just like a branch that got ripped off a tree, like some kind of rock had been picked up, about yay big of a rock. There's a hole where you can tell there was a rock that has been there for some number of, decades or centuries.
Yeah.
And is just not there anymore.
Yeah. There's there'd be like fresh insects and
Right.
stuff like that, like unturned.
You do also at one point, not with one of these scavenging parties, but you do notice at one point a handful of small animal carcasses lying dead with no immediately obvious means of death until you can kind of pick them up and flip them over, and each of them has a pair of puncture wounds.
Okay, so
and has had their
vampires
blood
went this
drained.
way.
Yes, the vampires at some point were in this area. These ones look actually older than
Right, okay,
than the
but
tracks.
they're like very desiccated at this point.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is where your friends come from. Perhaps it was chance meeting. But I thought the blessing kept us from being scryed on.
It wouldn't be beyond us to be phenomenally unlucky.
Fair.
Keep in mind, the not the last time, but the first time you encountered vampires, it's not that far from here. You are back in Northern Scortile, where you first encountered vampires.
That is true.
Okay. Well,
They tend to be around here.
so we learned two things from this. They are eating, and but they are also collecting stones, branches, materials. Maybe they wish to bring more devil kind here. I don't want this.
None of us do.
I don't think any of us particularly do.
Yes, we go, we kill. But
Okay.
is helpful to know that they are at least feeding our captives. So,
They probably just want them for more barrier passing rituals or something. I don't know.
well, whatever they want them for, it seems they want them alive. So,
Works for me.
let's go.
Okay. As you set off on the second leg of the day, the sun is no longer directly above you, but make another survival, please, to continue on from the resting point of the devils.
24 again.
24 again?
Yeah.
Okay, you press on, and the path is still almost perfectly straight in the same direction. You can tell that the devils actually didn't spend a full 8 hours resting. By the age of the tracks, you'd say these are maybe 4 or 5 hours fresher than the
Okay.
ones leading to the camp. So they stopped to rest.
They stopped for like about 4 hours.
Yeah,
or so,
4
but
hours
then
or
kept
so.
going.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will. Catch...
So they did pick up some time on you, but not as much as you had feared.
Yeah. Yes, we are still looking very good to have a confrontation today.
This is good.
Yes. So be prepared. When we get close, I warn you so we can take more stealthy approach.
Okay. And you push on through the morning and toward the afternoon. And right about noon, I need someone to make a perception check. You are almost certainly leading the party, so you make a perception check, and then I will take a
I'm
volunteer.
Probably right behind him
Okay.
because I tend to be front line.
Yep. Ooh.
Now we're waking up.
32, alternatively 34 if it's for initiative.
It is not.
Okay. 32. Hey,
This
not quite, guys.
is
Yeah.
31.
31? Wow, okay. Right around noon is when both of you first catch sight of something flying up ahead. It's a little way out,
Okay.
but being in the air, you get to see it from further out.
Yes.
It is a faint form that you catch off in the distance between a bunch of trees with flaming wings.
Is it coming towards us or going away from us?
It appears to be going away from you.
We found Moltres.
The legendary bird. Let's get it.
Get them Pokeballs.
we close?
We have a hunt.
Shh.
You got that silent spell, Ivan.
Instead of that, they prepared more murder.
An excellent choice. Let's go.
So, with the first real solid signs of your quarry in sight, you head off after them with renewed vigor.
Gonna fuck him up.
And that is where we're going to take our break.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Gonna fuck him up.
Let's get it.
Okay.
God, that was so tense.
So,
So mad when you're like, you feel a dagger. And I'm just like,
it was very awkward because you rolled like right between the two stealth scores. The gnolls had shitty stealth, but
the
the
vampire
vampire has
okay.
pretty good stealth.
Yeah. He's just like, gonna fuck this guy.
yeah. It was that scene in the action movie where like the guy's sneaking up.
Yeah,
And
and then the pistol comes
Yeah.
in from off frame. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we are back.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, I don't think we have any major housekeeping things to get past, so we can just keep moving.
Oh, I have one thing.
What is that?
The Friday that you will be at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Friday that Gertz, our friend David, is going to be. God damn it! I said your full name on screen. Is going to be in Colossal Con. We are going to be running a Pathfinder Society adventure module on Sunday that day. So stop in the community games. It's not going to be live streamed or anything. It's just something we're doing in our Discord.
Yep.
So-
and if you would like to join our Discord, there's a link in the description down below. So please do and join our community game so that you can play Pathfinder with some of us, but not me because I will be at a con.
Yes.
He would be sad.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a short one, so I'll likely run 2 or 3 iterations of it, depending on how many people want to play. So, there we go. That's it from me.
So come get you some Pathfinder. But yes, and while we're on the subject, as I mentioned at the top, in 2 weeks we will not have an episode because I will be at a convention. So sorry.
Come to Sandusky, Ohio. Go
Yes.
to
If you
Colossal
would like
Con.
to come to Sandusky, Ohio to ColossalCon and to come and see me, that'd be sweet.
'Cause Colossal Con is
I'm also running a
cool.
panel, 11 o'clock Friday night.
Yeah, boy.
What's the panel on?
It's about
The,
being a GM.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Need a couple ideas.
You can hear him talk about how he makes all of us sad all the time.
Yes.
All
be
the
great.
time.
I will pass my strategies on to everyone else.
You
too
You too can
can
horrify
make your players
party.
sad all the time. And have gods show up just everywhere.
You too can make sure all of your players have trauma.
Yes.
I do have of that myself, though.
It is kind of great, though, that you guys are like, oh, there's gods in so many places. And I'm like, you found 3? Like,
That's a lot, though.
that is a significant number, but it's not like they're just popping up everywhere.
The Pantheon has almost doubled in size.
I mean, it's increased by 50%.
Yeah.
But when we previously thought there were 6, only 6. No, really, only
dice.
6. Only 6. Pay no attention to those guys behind
New
the
improved.
curtain.
Have dice will save. Now with 50% more gods.
There we go.
Okay. Anyway. Let's get some tenser music for this part.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're gonna be sad.
Just before we left off, our 2 front of the pack people spotted a flying figure off in the distance, flying away from them on what appear to be flaming wings.
It's that devil. Gonna kill it. Gonna kill it dead.
What do you think happens when it rains? Do you think their wings just go out and then they plummet?
It depends on whether they need the flame to fly or whether it's just an added feature.
That's fair.
It's for aesthetic choices.
Quickly, someone learn weather control so we can find out.
Oh, there we go.
We're gonna put this to the test.
That's our secret plan: rain on the devil.
Now they're slightly soggy.
Unless they have umbrellas.
Nothing's worse than
You
soggy
can't use
devils.
umbrella that goes over you, and then the heat rises and melts it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They're doomed.
Unless you get a really big umbrella, and then you turn into a hot air balloon.
Right. So
And now we figured out how Mary Poppins flies.
by soaking devils in rain. QED, motherfucker. Oh God. Okay. Someone remind me to edit that out of the YouTube
Yeah,
version.
that was a tangent.
So
It's perfect. It must stay.
We have found the intro.
what is your plan?
Hey, just motherfucking kill it.
I'm gonna stab some demons.
I mean, it's pretty
Yeah.
far out there.
Yeah, I
so-
think first we need to get within killing range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, first we have to get it within horizontal range, and then we can sort out the vertical range.
Yeah, it's not low to the ground. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab
I guess
it.
we'll track in that general direction then.
Sure.
Do
Okay.
you need another survival check?
At the moment, no, because you can just see it.
Yeah, okay. Let's go that way.
Okay. So, I would like for you all to roll a stealth check for me.
I'm gonna follow the leader.
Oh, very good idea.
Because otherwise, my stealth check is they spot me. Follow leader just gives me as my level, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is 18 for me.
Okay.
25.
Mm-hmm.
Samesies.
25.
24.
Okay.
We're ahead of the pack.
So, you all set out after this creature. Trying to move stealthily does slow your progress a bit. But you're slowly making headway. And you continue like this for probably like an hour of travel. And you start to be able to hear off in the distance these steady footfalls of what you assume to be your quarry. It's muted a bit by the pine needle bed, though that has started to thin out a little bit as you get closer to the border of Skybo's Kill.
You hear one of them complaining about having nothing but maggoty bread for
Yes.
3 stinking days.
Monk's back on the menu, boys.
Why can't we have some meat?
What about the legs? They don't need those.
This did turn into a little bit more taking the Hobbit's 2 eyes at you guys than I had necessarily intended.
Nicholas, what do your orc eyes see?
Taking the orcs to Skybu Skull. God damn it. They're taking...
Oh, God.
Seeing some bitches that about get stabbed. That's what I see.
So, everything is terrible forever.
It'll be fine.
But after about an hour, as you start to feel that you're drawing close, you notice the flying creature's flight pattern change.
Yeah, shit, they saw us.
As it seems clear that it saw you.
Oh no.
All right, get ready.
It loops back around and does a pass overhead, and you get a better look at it. It is armored in this sort of blackened metal armor
Okay.
with a pair of wide flaming wings. It looks large. You would guess offhand, maybe while standing it would be like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Damn.
He a big boy.
It does actually look vaguely feminine in shape.
She a big boy.
And in one hand, it is carrying a flaming sword.
Oh, I want that.
Not entirely
I
dissimilar
want
from the one that Pasha carried. In fact, in general shape and characteristics, apart from the fact that the wings are flaming instead of vaguely luminescent golden, and its armor is blackened, and it's traveling with devils. It doesn't look that different from Pasha.
This be religion?
This would be religion.
Religion, all right.
Who wants to get in a fight with not Pasha? Not Pasha.
22.
26.
Nasha.
Nacha.
26.
26.
22.
22.
Nosh is making me nauseous.
Both of the twos.
So many twos.
Tessie, this you have read vague references to in your months of research, is something called an Irenaeus.
Oh, fuck. That was a Sherry reaction.
It
Honestly,
is,
looking at it though.
it is a devil. It is certainly a higher order devil than the bearded devil. And some sources you have read suggest that it is what happens when one of the celestial beings fall. That it is possible for creatures like Pasha to lose their way and become an Irenaeus.
That's a... Oh, no. Oh, no.
They are also said to be quite powerful.
That's, Oh, that's a not good.
That's a scientific name.
Will
It's from the genus not good.
will Errol still kill?
I don't know. I
If
don't know
you
if they
use
won't
enough.
kill. That's an Irenaeus. It's what happens when a celestial creature falls.
So we get to find out if we could have fought Pasha.
Yeah. We do. That's a plus. We do get to find out if we could have taken Pasha. Without actually having to fight Pasha, because Pasha's nice. But on the downside, we get to basically fight Pasha without actually fighting Pasha.
So, right around that time, it has completed a loop above you and sees your attention on it.
I can't do shit to it.
You look like you would like to do something.
I'm trying to
I
decide
really-
how stupid Tessie is
I
today.
really want to shoot it. I really want to shoot it with an arrow.
Shoot it with an arrow.
Uh-huh.
I really want to shoot it with an arrow.
Do it. Do it. Yes. Do it.
I had my moment of oh shit when I realized what it was before my character's moment of oh shit when she realized what it was.
They both got there eventually.
Yes.
So it's just circling around above.
Yes.
Is
for
it
the moment.
within range?
It is less than 120 feet away from you, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot it with my arrow.
Okay.
We're not trying to make friends here.
No, this is point of Vervadszat. Is Quarry. Now we kill.
Up there. And I'm down here.
This is why he brings out.
That's a good thing, Emmeline.
It's not about to be so good. That is a 30 to hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, look. I wonder what the fighter does.
Hey!
I wonder if he fights.
Okay.
Hey, this whole side of the table's been on fighting
pretty good
since day
damage.
one page.
That's pretty good damage. That's 13 points of magical arrow damage.
Magical arrow damage.
It's magical arrow damage, just in case it's got that dank
Just
damage
a
resistance.
simple hunter in the
Possible
woods.
it does.
Which is magical god
Nobody ever
hunting
said he was
arrows.
simple. Just 'cause he's a hunter in the woods doesn't mean he's simple. The guy declared a blood hunt in 8 seconds.
I mean, Charlie, we've seen the creatures in these woods.
These would suck,
Simple
man.
hunter in the woods with his magic god killing bow.
You said how much damage? 13?
13 points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to follow that up with another strike action.
Sounds good.
It's kind of like stumbling into the woods, finding a cabin, and having Kratos inside. It's like, oh, all right.
Made a mistake there.
22.
22 does not hit.
Okay.
That's basically what the vampire did.
Yes.
And then a third action
Sure.
because why not? It's there. Natural
Oh
20.
my god.
It's a fighter.
Natural 20.
For a total of how
For
much?
a total of 28.
Is that with the -10?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is exactly what you needed.
Yeah.
So it's a crit.
Critical.
Yes.
Yay! Okay.
So I know what it's shooting at.
A 3. Well, that's also part of the job of being fighter.
It's shooting toward the ground.
Bring it closer. I want to stab it with my
28
sword.
points of damage on the crit.
Is your longbow deadly D10?
It is deadly D10. I need a D10. I need
Oh,
a
the
D10.
deadly.
Oh, thank
really need to
you.
remember to
I
keep
should
track
have
of
put I should have taken my D10 out. An extra 3 points of damage on top of that.
So how much was that total?
28, 29, 30. Caught it.
It was a noise.
30, 31. 31 points of damage.
31 points.
I'll swap you for a turtle.
And damn, a sandwich for a turtle. That's a good
Got my
fucking trade.
turtle.
I can't tell who gets the better part of that turtle.
Well, like,
or
every-
that dude.
Everybody gets the best part of
Freudian
this
slip.
turtle.
The turtle was the correct
Turtle.
answer.
That does change the plan maybe a little.
Some murder. It's
Maybe it does turn into a
Vervadszat.
real turtle when we say its name. We just haven't figured out its name yet.
It's Vervadszat. We kill now.
If anything, Gresh is focused.
Okay, I need you to make a will save, please.
The other
Oh,
thing
I'm sorry,
fighters are
fortitude.
notoriously good at.
Fortitude save.
Fortitude. Okay, that's
that
that's
actually
better.
already-
That's fine. That's
That's
better.
actually
As
great.
it casts retributive pain.
Oh,
Oh, I remember this one.
I'm not a fan of that.
You're about to remember this one.
is, 25.
A 25. Oh, what a shame. DC was 26.
No. Okay, how much damage?
You
am I taking?
take 17 points of damage, of mental damage, as the pain of that arrow shoots. Actually, let me double check something to make sure you're actually in range of that spell, because I didn't check its range. Oh, nope, you're not. Never mind.
Ha!
Ignore all of that, please.
Get fucked.
Get to the fucking.
And then Scout's warning. He's here.
It's like, arrow, arrow, arrow. By the way, we're starting, guys.
Yeah.
We're fighting this thing that I just
Okay.
shot.
So you fire a trio of arrows. The first one kind of hits it in the shoulder. You're not sure at this distance if you did damage, but it hit.
Yeah.
The second one it weaves out of the way of. The third one you watch it sink directly into the center of its breastplate, and it looks very annoyed as it swoops down and comes up short, maybe 40 or so feet. I'm sorry, exactly 30 feet above all of you, and it takes its action. As I need to roll some attack rolls. For Tessie, this is a 28 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
For Ivan, this is a 38 to hit.
Oh, 38 does, in fact, hit.
Is that a crit?
What is your AC?
Yeah, should I check
Without
that?
shield raised.
Good question.
27?
Yes, that will actually, that will.
That will entirely depend. We're ready for a fight.
But you didn't take the raise a shield action
Yeah.
necessarily. You haven't had an
Yeah.
action yet to raise a shield.
So that is a crit.
Okay.
38 will crit me.
38, 27?
27 will hit.
Okay.
I feel like we should have. Well, yeah, it gets
23 for you.
Ha!
Actually is the worst at hitting you.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I piss
So-
it off, and then I get off scot free.
By the way,
Yep.
same as yesterday, I am glowing with like life energy.
Yeah.
Touch dwarf, in case of pain.
So that's one,
Everybody
that's
pet the
two.
dwarf.
Hug a dwarf.
6 plus 5. $17
Yee,
plus
boss.
for 21 points, or it's different types, but you are taking piercing, fire, and evil damage. You get 21. You take 21. You take 42.
Jesus.
As this creature comes up short, beats its wings to keep its place, and withdraws a flaming bow that fires immediately a quartet of arrows at your direction in this kind of conical pattern. 3 of them hit home. You were already aiming the next shot and catch it in time to just kind of like duck out of the way. But for you, Ivan, this one hurt very badly. It probably like sunk straight down at an angle into your shoulder.
Right between the breastplate and.
Okay. So, I guess we can do some initiative stuff then.
Yeah, remember, Scout's Warning gives you
Yes.
+1 to initiative rolls.
It rolled a natural 20,
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
just
that's
so you
good.
know.
That's good.
Liking
that's
that.
Good, that's good. That's good.
I got a not a natural 20.
Okay.
As it turns out. So I got 24.
21.
Hang on 1 second. I'll do the rundown.
Okay.
Because it's going first for sure, Z's.
Yeah.
I like how it also got a surprise action.
Yeah.
Because he took a surprise action. So I was like, fuck it.
Was I supposed to not shoot it?
I mean, maybe.
We'll find out.
It clearly saw us. So it's time.
It's time.
It's time. It's time to die.
Okay.
Time to kill
So-
the not angel.
Up here. Because I'm assuming nobody is beating a 38.
Nope.
Okay. Anyone higher than 30? Nope. 30 to 25.
25.
25?
28.
28. Emmeline Gresh.
And then me and then Tessie, I think.
Ivan Tessie.
I'm 24 and she was 21.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is where we are. So, since it went first, I will call that its first action. I will call that its action for the round.
Okay.
Since it goes first anyway. Emmeline.
It's 30 feet in the air.
It is 30 feet up.
What's tree cover like?
It's sparse but existent. There are still a fair. Oh, I'm gonna get some fight music going. There's still some.
Emmeline climbs a tree.
Well, that's the thing is if it's out in the open, there's not really much I can do.
Throw dagger.
I can throw dagger. I just got to think for that.
Ooh. Fancy throw dagger.
Yeah, I'm just not good at the ranged combat. I don't get any of my sneak stuff. Um,
And you can't be a dual weapon ranged combat warrior.
Hmm?
And you can't be a dual weapon ranged combat warrior except with
You can.
hand crossbows.
Crossbows.
oddly.
no, you can do thrown as well.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually have that feat. That's why I can throw.
Just
But
like piles of javelins.
I don't have the kunai. You got to take a stock of kunai, and that's how you do it. But I have 3 knives, and 2 of them are not
Just
throwing.
gotta Naruto it up.
We'll get you some shirts.
So what you got?
It'll be fine.
But yeah, well, I guess I will throw a knife at it because
Okay.
I don't have much else.
What's the
I can
range
do.
increment on a knife? I think
I
it's
think
10 feet.
Oh, is it 10? I thought it was 20. It used to be 20.
So for our purposes, it's 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should give give her a -6, I think. It would be a -4 for each increment beyond the first.
Maybe I should just use the bow then.
Do you have a bow?
I do have a short bow.
Yeah, that'll be good. And you don't even have to worry about the volley problem that my longbow has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to check to see if it is worth throwing a
You
knife
could
at
throw insults at it.
You could.
You could.
You could try and demoralize it with intimidation.
I don't
'Cause
have
that seems likely to work.
intimidation.
You could give it the finger.
You could throw Tessie at it.
Where? I don't.
I
see
would rather
my-
you didn't.
Go get him, Tessie. You got him.
All right, I'll worry about that next turn.
Fastball special.
This is a bad
But one, I will want to
idea.
put some distance between me and the party since we have somebody volleying each of us. So I will move. I will spend one action moving and drawing my short bow
Okay.
over to the trees, and I guess I will take cover
Sure.
for a second action and fire, or do I have to fire and then take cover?
I would say fire and then take cover.
Okay. No.
Nope.
20.
No. Okay. Gresh. I suppose you would like to shoot some more arrows?
I would like to shoot just some more arrows.
Additional
Do I get a
arrow.
5-foot step as part of a strike?
No.
Damn, I'm gonna have to waste a whole action to take a one step backwards.
Yes, you will.
I take one step backwards with my first action, and then
I'll say, well, no, because it is a 30-foot cone for its ability.
yeah,
So it kind of has to like be exactly
Yeah.
30 feet away from you.
yeah, no worries. These are the sacrifices
Yes.
I make for that 6 d8 damage.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll take one step back, and then I will unleash my first arrow. Ooh. 18 times 2, 36.
36?
36.
That is a hit.
Is it a crit?
I'll double check, but I do not believe so. Nope.
Okay. Ah. Poor damage. 7 points of
Okay.
the piercing damage. And one more. This is likely to be a hit, but not a crit. 29.
That is it.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more points of damage. And then I will scream at it.
Gresh, you let out another pair of arrows, and both of them hit home. Though the thick armor seems to do a fair bit at protecting it, as it kind of just barely gets far enough to do any real damage.
Yeah. Well, you take my kin.
Ivan looks mad.
Yeah, I bet.
And he just kind of gestures the sword at it, like barks out a command in Dwarvish. And I need him to make a fortitude save.
Her, but yes.
Horrifying demon thing to make
Yes.
fortitude save.
A fortitude save
Yes.
against a command.
What? No.
Oh, you said he barked out a command in Dwarvish. Okay.
I said bark, yeah, not the spell command.
Okay.
But
That is
the verbal component of a spell.
Uh-oh.
He casting some shit.
25.
25 just saves.
No.
Let me see exactly what happens. It's a
Half of a billion.
Only
point.
500
Make it reroll.
million.
so he
She.
it's a she.
Yes.
She.
For sure. She
Yeah, at this distance, you can tell
Yeah.
this is a female creature.
I was thinking Pasha, so just went to
yeah,
male.
no worries.
But she
No, this
takes
is Nasha.
half damage, so it's
Nasha.
44 damage. But
Okay.
it'll since it's half. Do you want me to roll? The
Yeah, just roll 44 and half
8d4 or just roll 44?
Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. It's 8, 11, 18, and 24 damage.
Pretty good on a d4. Halved to 12
No, it takes 24 damage. It takes
on 4d4. That's mathematically impossible. You
You
said
did
it
8.
Oh yes, it takes 24 damage. Yeah, so half of that, so 12,
Okay.
and the
Of
first
what
would be
kind?
4, 2. Hold on. I forgot there was multiple damage types. So the first 11 damage halved is piercing,
Okay.
and then the rest of the damage was negative.
Piercing and then negative. Okay. Okay.
So it was 24. 11 is
So that
13.
would
So
be-
13 negative, 11 piercing halved.
Okay. 13 negative, 11 piercing. So that would be 7 negative and 6 piercing.
Okay, cool.
So okay. What spell was
And
this? Out of curiosity.
as a giant, ghostly Iron Maiden forms around it and attempts to slam shut on it.
Okay.
And it
Oh,
manages
Jesus.
to just barely kind of shake its way out of the maiden before it fully solidified into a real thing and trapped it. But it still got spikes all over jutting through it as it slammed shut.
Christ.
And I gained 7 temporary hit points.
And it's got life steal.
What spell was that?
Vampiric Maiden.
Okay. Good lord.
I almost took that one.
Okay. Tessie, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to cast Inspire Courage
Okay.
and then draw my Wand of Manifold Missiles,
You're inspired.
which I think is one action.
Yes, it is.
And then take one action to cast Magic Missile.
Okay. So you deal 1d4 plus 1.
Yep. With the Wand of Manifold Missiles,
Yes.
that's activating it. 2.
Oh no.
2.
2 points of guaranteed damage is
Yep.
better than 0 points.
Yes.
That is a true statement.
And from now on, at the beginning of every
Every-
turn, no matter what I
there's a
do,
miss.
this wand will shoot a missile.
Hey.
Okay.
Can you shoot more missiles per round out of it?
No.
No, only one.
Only one.
Okay.
I can
At least
still
from
cast
the, from
that
the
spell.
basic Wand of Manifold Missiles.
I can still cast that spell separately,
Yes.
but
It's
Okay.
the auto turret.
Yeah. Now I'm just like waiting for like 3 more of these to fly up from the background and just like, oh no!
Nope,
Okay.
nope, 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 nope.
So that is
Fuck
back
this
to
shit.
its turn. And she is going to first take a bow shot at. Actually, she's going to take a shot at Ivan. That was inconscionable.
Like that one shoots me with arrows. That one tries to trap me in some
Ooh,
bullshit.
that's pretty good. That's a 38.
2 crit.
I'm sorry, 37.
37? Okay, good. Because the last action of raising my shield
Okay.
Yeah.
means that it's not a crit.
Yay!
It's a huge difference.
Oh, I lied. No, it was a 38.
Yeah, get fucked.
I'm sorry. It's flaming longsword is plus 19 to hit. It's composite longbow is plus 20 to hit.
Ooh.
And that is a 38 on the composite longbow.
Jesus.
You fired the longbow at me, not the sword?
I did not fire the sword at you from 30 feet away now. That is not a thing I can do.
Can you
sword
load
gun.
the sword into?
It just lengthens.
it's like that one character in
So is
oh
that-
gosh,
that is a hit?
Soul Calibur.
Yes, that'll also crit.
Okay.
Because,
by the way, I forgot to deadly
You
D10
did say
you on the
because I have
critical.
I have my current AC with the shield raise is 28.
Yes, so
If
that
you do
is.
the 38, it will crit me.
I forgot to deadly D8 you on the other crit, but that's okay. We'll call that my mistake.
Don't worry, we'll make up for it this time.
Deadly D8 is precision damage, correct?
Yes, it goes
So
out
it
at the
only
end.
adds at the end.
5. So
Relevant
that
to my own
is
record keeping.
9 points of piercing damage. I'm sorry, 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus 6 points of fire. And 3 points of evil.
So,
And then an extra 3 points of piercing from the deadly D10.
Extra 3 points of piercing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the deadly doesn't get doubled.
Cool.
how you looking over there?
I'm looking pretty hurt. I got two. I'm sitting there breathing heavily with 2 arrows sticking out of either side of my breastplate.
It gets after it like finishes dodging out of the way of this thing and gets a little missile that just like pokes it in the side of the head. It stares down at you And you can tell it's just like, oh look, that's the threat. as a missile lodges itself deep into your chest.
That one didn't feel it. It's fine. Everything fine.
Gresh.
Yes.
I need for you to please make a will save for me.
Ivan, you said I was the one who was going to die.
I will be fine.
That's a lot. That's
A
a
lot.
33.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, boy.
He said you'd die if we fought before we rested.
Okay,
We've
that
rested.
is a success.
Yay.
So as it casts the fear spell, you are
Oh,
frightened.
it's a fear effect.
Yes.
That's a 35.
That's still a success.
Good
You
against
are
that fear shit.
frightened 1 for... Does not... Oh, wait. Frightened goes down on a 7, doesn't it? Frightened. At the end of each... Oh, right. So you are frightened 1, which will
Okay.
end at the end of your turn. And then it
I
becomes frightened 0.
believe I am actually frightened 0 because bravery is whenever I get a success, it's a critical success. And I
Oh,
reduce
then yes,
incoming
that
value
fails
by
entirely.
one.
Turns
So-
out she doesn't know how fighters work.
Thanks, bravery.
Bravery am good. So,
Bravery and good.
Emmeline, it's back to you.
Pew pew?
Pew pew.
Pew pew, in fact.
Shoot some more ers.
Well, I would if my d20 was not gone. Oh, here it is.
Your D20 has vanished.
I can't do anything
It's
now.
been stolen by the same halfling.
It's okay. We cut off wing. We get there on ground.
28.
That is a hit.
I don't think I can even do damage to this person. A whopping 6 damage. 6 piercing. And that's pretty much all she can do. This thing's not flying near any trees or anything, right?
No. That arrow, like, hits her, like, shoulder plate and ricochets off and, like, scratches across her cheek.
I did it. That was a max damage roll right there, boys. Emmeline, great up close. Far away, not so great. Her. Take cover and that's all I got.
Okay.
I cannot reach her while she's up there. Pew.
We solved this problem.
Gresh.
We solved this problem with Edo. She didn't move any closer to me.
Yep.
So, this is 3 more arrows.
Okay.
Pew pew pew.
31.
31 is a hit.
What did you do, Tessie?
Magic
Inspired and
missile.
then magic
Yeah,
missile.
inspire courage.
Okay.
Drew wand of magic missile. Cast
Try that.
magic missile.
That's 12 piercing.
The Inspire
Well.
Courage is going to be nice.
That's a natural 1.
That is a fail.
And that's going to be a miss because it's a 16.
Sure.
See if it's a flag for inspire
17.
courage.
Yes.
Hooray.
It's also the flag for miscellaneous ally, but for right now it's inspired courage.
That is it. I take out 3 arrows
Yep.
and go like, I can fire arrow 2.
And one of them nails it. Not bad. The other two
Yeah.
just kind of like sail up into the distance. Ivan.
My glow diminishes somewhat as
As you use your own healing.
as I heal myself.
Uh-huh.
And you see the arrows kind of take themselves and go like thunk, and just kind of like pop themselves out of my shoulders, and the bleeding slows somewhat as where's my D10? Here's my D10. That is 3, 4, 6.
Oh my God.
8 healing.
Yeah.
4d10, 8 healing. Yeah.
This is going great, guys.
Going very great. Very great.
You see me kind of take a deep breath and then kind of like lay my hand on myself, and there's a glow as I cast heal on myself, which is a 4th level heal spell. So that's 4d8 plus 4 times 8. So 15, another 15, so 30 plus 32, right? Because 16 plus 16 is 30. Yeah, so 32. So 30 plus, so I heal for another 62.
Sounds good. Now it just has to hit you a bunch more.
I was
Go,
expecting
battery,
the
go.
4d10 to be pretty good, but no, the 4d8 is what does it.
Yep.
Okay.
As my wounds just close completely, I stand up straight and go, okay, let's go again.
Yeah.
Tessie,
All
you
right.
get your free 1d4 missile as long as you are wielding the wand.
Yep, I am wielding the wand, so I will shoot the 1d4 missile at that bitch.
Big damage.
1, 2, 3.
3?
Assuming I get to add my inspire to that.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't add the inspire.
Were any of them off by 1?
No.
No.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
talking
So
about
the
the
damage,
hits.
you mean.
I'm talking about the damage. I
Then
forget that
he
adds
takes
2
1 damage.
I know. I'm just like, I gotta get better at number. Must get better.
cool.
At number.
There's so many numbers.
That 1's going to be what does it.
Yeah.
That 1 damage is going to be the key.
I'm going to continue the inspire.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast a level 1 2 action magic missile at her.
Okay. It's 2d4 plus 3, I guess.
10.
10 points. Okay.
And I'm done.
Pew pew pew.
Okay.
That's all we can do.
Ethereal missiles.
So, at the bottom of this round, is when it's Fran showing up.
Oh my god.
Because it was the front guard. She was the rear guard.
Oh no.
So, popping out from invisibility is this massive hulking creature. Covered in plates of bone.
Ooh.
It looks kind of like if you took a praying mantis from someone's nightmare and built a statue of it out of bone.
Oh.
Fuck that shit.
As it comes in behind you all. And,
Man, I wanted the 3D printer to be working so we could have models of these things. These things sound sweet. Next time.
We will get them.
Next time we need our models.
and is going for Ivan because it's figured out that you're the hard target, but it misses
Yeah.
Alright.
because it's not great.
My AC is 26 now, by the way, because
Yeah.
I did not get a
Your
chance
shield-
to raise my
yeah.
shield.
Get that shield bonus.
That one might hit. What did you say your AC was?
26.
That is a hit then.
Okay.
That is exactly 26.
Okay.
Perfect.
Target.
No.
No.
So that is
Ivan, no.
Ivan, yes.
plus.
Chovsky, yes.
Tchaikovsky,
Tchaikovsky,
always yes.
You take 12 points of piercing damage as it curls forth this massive tail that you didn't see at first. Oh, by the way, it's got wings. Like, it is flying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like a whole,
Yeah.
whole
It
bunch
is
of
also
horrifying.
flying.
Oh, it's also awful.
And
Okay.
it flicks its barbed tail toward you, and like a stinger flies off the end and lodges itself in the back of your shoulder.
Lodges itself in the same hole the arrows made.
Yes, and I need
Son of a bitch!
fortitude save from you, please.
How far off the ground is it flying also?
30-ish.
I rolled really
Fuck.
well. That is a 31.
That is a success.
I saved the
Against
fortitudes.
its terrible venom.
Oh. Are
More
we doing this
venom.
again? Are we doing Venom again?
Look, I didn't build the creature. I just put it in my army, is all I'm saying. So that is 1, 2, plus, we'll say it took an action to move. Back to the Arrhenius. They have begun to identify the order in which they must murderize you.
Well,
Because these creatures, unlike many of the creatures I throw at you, have an intelligence score.
Oh, no.
37.
That'll crit.
oh, stop critting Charlie.
No.
There's like, I've been
Stop
storing this
it.
up for a long time.
Okay.
I got something.
That's 30 points of piercing.
Okay.
Plus 1d10 piercing for the deadly. So 31 points of piercing. Fuck you, d10. Plus 5 points of fire. I'm sorry, 10 points of... No, these get added on at the end. They don't get doubled. 5 points of fire and 4 points of evil.
Okay.
I got a question about alignment damage.
Yes.
How powerful of a creature do you need to be to actually be affected by alignment damage?
Because of my general stance on alignment, in this case, if a creature is magically tied to its alignment, then the alignment damage problems affect it, and it can do alignment damage to others.
Okay. Okay.
But normal people don't have really
Anything that's alignment is capable of flux,
Right.
like instead of an intrinsic aspect of its being.
Right.
Okay. So it's basically hitting us with its raw evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's kind of like if this thing
Fair
became good, it would fundamentally change what kind of creature it is.
Exactly. In fact, it is what it is because it became evil.
Yeah.
Like,
Unlike us, which just would be a small shift on the chart, and we'd still do
Yeah.
the same thing.
that is
Gotcha.
one action. It's going to take one more. It's going to try for you. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, my god.
So it's super crits.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought I'd have actions this fight. How foolish of me.
That's. At least it rolled relatively low. 16, 20. That's 40. 48 points of piercing damage for you.
48 points of piercing
No,
damage?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
8.
wait, it's worse.
No, yeah, 48 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I fall down.
Okay.
You've done
Oh,
over
no.
100 damage to me this turn alone.
That
oh
is
my
true.
goodness.
Yeah, no, that's
Lot
true.
of crits.
Well, then the rest of it damage doesn't matter. You fall down. And then, with her third action, she is going to fly back kind of out of easy sight from you.
This is the bone thing?
No, this is the Arrhenius.
Okay.
Emmeline.
Still don't have a lot I can do offensively, so Emmeline's going to sprint over to Ivan. And it's been a day, so I can use my magic gauntlets again.
Uh-huh.
Which is the whole reason, this right here is the reason why Emmeline has them. If I can find them. There they are. One action, interact, frequency, once per day. You can soothe an adjacent ally for 2d6 plus 7 hit points. Hey, that's nice. You get 19 hit points back because I rolled
Yay.
maximum.
Max
Nice.
healing.
Ivan, you take an arrow
As in-
basically to the neck and start bleeding out profusely and lose consciousness for
For a
a
flash
few
out.
moments
come
before
to-
Emmeline lunges out and slaps her hand on your neck.
I was like,
and
wait,
the wound
Ivan's going
seals.
And
No.
everyone like
No.
burp and just kind of heals off, and Ivan wakes up and goes,
Your eyes bolt back open again. You're like, oh, I haven't been hit like that in ever.
And
That was
then
an unreasonable amount of damage to you. I apologize.
Is
for
the-
third action, just keep moving towards the tree line to put the same distance before so we don't get cone shot again.
Sure.
like, I have absurd amounts of health, but I don't have that much.
Well, after that spell, she identified you as the problem.
She's like, that one going down.
She is, in fact, a
I am-
battle leader. It's
I
her
am now
thing.
prone.
Yep.
Okay. Is
Gresh.
the mantis still standing over Ivan?
Yes, the mantis is still well within range of Ivan.
Okay.
It is. We'll put it at just more than 30 feet away from you for your purposes.
Okay.
Now might be a good time to call Pasha. We do
Takes
not
an
win
hour
against
to do
Pasha.
the ritual.
Okay. I'll use an interact action to put away longbow, take out splitter, and I will run over to Ivan and attack. So
Oh no, it's flying still.
oh,
I'm
it's
sorry.
still
Yeah,
up in
this
the
one's
air,
flying.
but it's not is it in melee range to have done that, or was that
No,
all ranged?
That was a
attack?
ranged attack.
Shit!
It shot a barb at me?
Yes.
Oh,
Like
shit,
this tail
you
and
got
a bone kind of
skewered,
flying
bruh.
off.
You got
I assumed
fucking
that it stung
skewered.
me.
No.
No, I would have been slashing it otherwise.
Okay, yeah, I was confused why you did that, and now I know. Okay,
Because the long bow or the short bow don't do shit.
Nope.
yeah, okay. I will go ahead and instead turn and fire 3 arrows at the thing that is peskying my buddy. When we hunt, we're buddies, but anytime we aren't hunting,
Get fucked, is
Yeah.
what we're saying.
Yes.
30.
30? That is a
Yeah.
hit.
Excellent. It takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the Inspire. 12 piercing. Hit number 2 is 28.
That is also a hit.
Okay. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 more points of piercing damage. And last but not least, third one, as he says, is Brain.
He gone.
He just goes, brain.
Yeah, it's just like a
Is that a called shot? I don't understand.
bone. Bone creature? He's confused about this turn of events. That's a negative 15 to my...
Negative 10.
Negative 10? Oh, it's negative 5, negative 10. Okay.
So the new thing does not look to be the same kind of thing,
Nope,
does
it
it?
is a very different creature.
This is the praying mantis thing.
Yeah.
24.
Nope.
Okay, 24 won't do it, folks. Yes.
So you fire off a trio of arrows again, and
Yeah.
your speed and accuracy are on point. All 3 of them strike the creature. The first one hits the bone, and you see a little crack where it hit. The second 2 just glance right off. This thing clearly has exceptionally hard bone.
Okay.
Its bone is so hard.
Battle leader dude, is it just flew up or is flying away?
It flew away kind of to get some cover from trees for a minute.
Okay, but
wants
it's
to
still like obviously engaged
Yes,
with
it
us.
is remaining engaged.
Cool. I wanted to make
It
a
took
fortitude.
use the take cover action,
I
basically.
want to have it make a fortitude save.
Okay. Do you have another of those things laying around?
I do not, but I have something else.
That is a 30, I believe.
30.
Jesus.
Yes, a 30.
I was really hoping it would roll poorly on this one, but
You can use that player point.
I'll allow it if you want it.
the thing is, it probably didn't even roll that high. It probably needs a fairly
Yeah.
low roll to get a bad fortitude save. But
We'll say it was not an extreme roll that produced that outcome.
yeah,
It wasn't low, but it wasn't super high either.
like
Whoop.
I probably would save it for the next time he tries to deal 400 damage to me in a turn.
Yeah.
So until his next turn,
Uh-huh.
this is actually kind of worthless now that I'm reading it without the.
You can change actions if you want.
Okay, I assumed it was until my next turn, but it's not. It's until its next turn,
Okay.
which means that it doesn't actually do anything.
Right.
So I am going to change actions because I assumed that was. Yeah. In that case, I'm going to spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So a spiritual weapon will appear, and while lying on the ground, I cover myself with my shield.
Just huddle behind it.
and I mutter some words, and my spiritual weapon will appear next to
Okay.
it and swing at it.
Bomb.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
That is a 33 to hit.
That's a hit.
It does 1d8 damage, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 damage. Is it 1d8 plus spellcasting mod?
Yes.
Okay, so that is 5.
9, I think.
Yeah, 9 damage.
Okay.
9 damage is good.
As your mystical broadsword, bastard sword, appears behind it and slashes at the back of of her shoulders.
And I am going to. Wait, hold on. Let me see something. Okay, it does force damage. Yeah.
And then you just turtle up beneath your shield.
So yeah, one is 9 force damage. It just slashes it.
Okay.
I can't remember what exact damage types it can deal, and it's force
Test.
or slashing or piercing for me.
You get your options.
Yeah.
Shooting a magic missile at praying mantis. Well, the automatic magic missile.
Yes.
The
at
bone
praying
mantis.
That's 3 damage. I am going to renew my Inspire Courage and cast a level 1 2-action magic missile at Bone Mantis.
Okay.
So that is...
Another action still
Yes.
Yes, it does. You must prepare to
9
aid another,
damage.
then use your reaction to actually aid them.
Okay.
9?
Yes.
That's pretty good. Okay. So you aim your wand, and the first free missile comes out. And just for funsies, you use the wand as the focus for your other magic missiles, as 2 bigger ones go, and the first one just kind of like plinks, and then gets 2 more right in the same spot as some like stress fracturing kind of appears in the bone there.
Spider webbing.
Yeah. Back to Aaron, yes.
Back to the thing that's fucking us up.
This is Mantis dude, right?
No,
No,
Arrhenius
this
is
is-
the angel woman.
The Mantis dude didn't go?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Mantis Dude.
Why? I knew. What have you done?
Because I want one of them to land, and they need a turn to land.
It's
I want one of them to go like, I want to hit them with my sword, and
It's
make a
almost like
mistake.
they realized pretty quickly
Yeah.
that you guys weren't shooting things at them, so they're staying in the air.
I want them to go, Archer, we should land close to it. That's what I want them to decide.
But they're better in the air.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're good.
But, you know,
We're
they
good.
can
For
also
this
see that there's a
one-
dwarf with a sword.
Turns on Gresh and
Good.
attacks.
Is what's planned.
For a that's really good. A 36 to hit.
That will crit.
Okay. 2d6s. 5. 6 is 11, 22. 22 points of piercing damage to you. Sorry, 24 points of piercing damage to you.
Ooh.
Well, now it's something. I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's nothing, but now it's
And then please make a fortitude save.
That 2 points of damage.
fortitude save. Please don't fail me. Natural 20.
Okay. You super duper succeed your fortitude save.
Fuck
I'm
your
never gonna
poison.
poison you people with anything.
Fuck your poison.
Only Ivan, when he rolls natural ones, gets poisoned.
That's true.
You have a pretty high
Worst part is
constitution.
the whole creature is designed to be like, oh, get its poison going because it gets like bonuses against certain things, but
Not today. I mean, our whole party
Well,
has
the-
like a constitution score of 3 or higher.
The skewering Ivan
yes.
seems to still have it be a significant threat.
Oh yeah, it's
like-
not weak. I'm just saying like there are special things it gets to do.
You know, we don't want to see its kit. We just want to kill it.
I will Google its poison later.
Yes. Although that relies on one of us making a successful identification roll.
You're not wrong.
I'm more worried about the
I'll
runaway.
identify its corpse.
Yeah.
Give me just 1 second. 'Cause I have to read what one of its spells does.
Roll. Oh, good, it's casting magic now.
It does have magic.
It too has the wooge. Next purchase on Tessie's list: portable
Okay,
staircase.
let's see if you can make another will save.
Okay.
Oh
And she
no!
doesn't need it for lots of
Is
things.
this
She's
against a fear effect?
It is not.
she's like short
Oh,
feet
no.
tall.
26.
26 is a failure, I believe.
Oh shit.
That's a high save.
Nope, I'm sorry, that is exactly a save.
Hey!
Ha-ha! What'd it do to me?
Okay. This is a. Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize it was raising or heightening it that many times.
Oh no.
Because it cast its 5th level Phantom Pain spell.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's rolled 4 3 times in a row.
That's fine. I'm fine
That's
with
fine.
that.
Yeah. F. Rest in peace, Crash. You got
You
us here.
take 19 points of mental damage
Well, that could've been
as
way
so
worse.
its first like tail swing flicks a bone at you and it lodges deep into your armor, and then suddenly you feel and even see more and more and more of them piercing your flesh as your mind convinces you that now dozens of these barbs are sinking into you.
I failed that? I thought I
Oh no, that's a
succeeded
success. That was with half.
that. Ah.
Otherwise, it would have been ongoing damage. The success means you don't take the persistent damage. You don't take 5d4 points of mental damage every turn.
Jesus. Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Phantom Pain is pretty good when you heighten it to 5th level.
That's some bullshit. Okay. All right.
But it only gets one of those, so congratulations.
Thank God.
Yay.
That was all 3 of its actions, so now it's the Irenaeus' turn.
Okay.
More pain.
Yay.
How many? How many? Is like holding on to the
Yeah.
one.
I guess she's going to. I'm just trying to knock Ivan down again, I guess. Ooh. 29?
It's a ranged attack, right?
Yes.
Against a prone target.
Yes.
So there are penalties involved?
He is flat-footed against it, I believe.
No.
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 Range attacks
Being
against
prone
prone
is-
get bonuses, don't they? Going
Yeah, it's-
prone gives you a bonus against range.
No,
penalties against
going
range.
prone allows you to take the take cover action to get bonuses against ranged, but you do not innately have them.
Oh.
Okay. Do I have negatives against it?
I believe you are flat-footed while prone, but I will double check. Hang on.
That sounds a little correct.
You are flat-footed. The only move action you can take are crawl and stand. Standing while you can take cover while prone, gaining greater cover against range attacks, which is a +4. So basically, while prone, you are flat-footed, but you can spend an action
Okay.
to get a +4 armor
Then
against
could my
range.
shield have been a take cover action since the whole I was doing
It's
it
the
because
same
I
thing.
Well,
Because
shield is a +2.
Yeah.
Take cover is a better
yeah,
action.
no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was doing it because I assumed that I had the +2
Okay.
Yeah.
because
that's
I'm prone, because that's how first edition worked, and I
Yes.
haven't gone prone in second edition yet.
Yo.
Hey.
So that would
Okay.
be a net +2 to your armor.
Yeah. Okay. With the net +2, that does not hit.
29 doesn't hit?
29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were normally 26 or 27.
Yeah, 26, which you go to 24, which you go up to 28. So yeah, that does
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. I was trying to see if we couldn't get you out of that one.
Yeah.
It was worth
No,
a
wait,
shot.
wait, no, I know why I raised my shield now. I remember why I raised my shield. It was because I can block
Right.
shots with my shield. So yeah,
Okay.
and so and I wouldn't be able to do that if I hadn't. Okay, so
Okay.
even with even with the AC penalty, that's what I
Yeah,
was
'cause
thinking.
damage.
So
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
5 plus.
And I am absolutely blocking this arrow with my shield before even any damage is done.
Okay.
So-
So 9 points of piercing, 5 points of fire, 5 points of evil for
Okay.
a total of 19 points.
And all of this is one instance of damage,
Correct.
right? Okay, so then and so that's 10 points of hardness for the shield, so I take 9 damage.
Yeah, you and your shield both take 9. And then it will.
Okay. Okay. That's not as bad as the ogre spider, the god-touched ogre spider.
Yes. It is going to take a shot at. Well, you keep. No, you actually turn your attention. It'll take a shot at you
Yeah.
for funsies. Oh, it will miss.
Yeah.
It rolled essentially a natural -1 after map. So, yes, it does have a very high attack bonus, but not that high.
Run, Emmeline, run.
And then it is taking cover from you all again.
Okay.
Emmeline.
I don't think we win this one. Wow. They're up there, guys.
I might be able to do something.
Well, how do we get them down here?
I think we leave.
They still have friends.
We cannot outrun.
We either run in the direction of friends and then fight all of them, or we kill these here and then we go and kill them there.
I'm not sure we're gonna kill these ones. I'm gonna roll and assist another to assist his next attack by providing cover fire, basically, or pin down fire.
Suppressing fire, basically.
Yeah. 26 to assist another. 26.
I believe we're gonna have to double check the aid rules, but I believe that is a success. So you will have a +2 circumstance bonus to your next attack.
Okay, but only the first one.
Only the first one.
Gotcha.
And it will take your reaction to complete that, but
Yeah.
that's expected.
And then I guess take cover.
Sure.
Okay.
Gresh.
I guess I'm gonna keep firing arrows.
Okay.
Especially since that one. So like at this point, he realizes he didn't actually get hit 27 times.
Yeah, the other barbs disappear quite quickly,
it's like,
because otherwise you'd be taking persistent mental.
Is nice trick, but here are real.
Real 30 arrows.
That one's not good. That one's not gonna hit. That first one isn't gonna hit. Wait, let's do math, because maybe it does. 20. Whose boot do I have?
One of the bearded devils.
Okay, so I'm not getting that damage. Damn it.
You
You
get a
could
+3
spend an
between-
action to declare this the target of your hunt.
I could, but I didn't. I would have wanted to do that beforehand. So
Okay.
that's fine. Okay.
You do get a +3 from Tessie and me.
Yeah. So 21, 22, 23, which I don't think is a hit. Next attack. Slightly better. That is a 29.
What kind of
After the -1?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't remember.
Status.
status bonus? Okay.
That is exactly its AC while taking cover.
Yay! Wait, who am I? Are both creatures taking cover?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're hitting
No,
the
I'm
mantis?
hitting the mantis,
Oh
yeah.
no, that hits for sure. Then.
Yeah, like
My
I'm
bad.
I'm not interested. Like she flew off. I'm interested
Yeah.
about the also the one that barbed me.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
My bad. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
that.
no worries.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure the 25 wouldn't hit.
How dare you,
Anyways,
I'm so sorry, guys. It's a lot to keep track of.
So many people.
11, 12 piercing with bonus,
Okay.
and last shot. Because actually, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take the intimidate action.
Okay.
And I say, next one go between eyes. And it is a 26.
That succeeds.
Hey!
It's demoralized, guys. Fuck it up.
Is demoralized.
It's still in the air. I can't do shit.
Well, I'm hoping maybe that he won't like that, and then he'll come over and he'll bother me, and then we can be friends. We can be friends.
Ivan.
When I take the take cover action, does it last or does it need to be declared every
It
turn?
needs to be taken every turn.
Okay.
You could take over and raise shield.
Yeah, I still think
Take
I'm
cover,
probably
shield.
not going to stand up, but I think I might just accept that my defense is going down to get health back. That's what I'm kind of deciding if, do I want to stand up or do I want to get more health? And I think the health is probably better
I
than
agree.
standing up. So,
Well, keep in mind that getting greater cover while laying down is a +4. When standing up, normally you would just get normal cover. So basically, standing up and taking cover is the same as laying down.
is there
and
cover
taking
around that I
greater
can take cover behind here?
Yeah, there's
while
trees and
standing?
stuff.
Okay.
I'm just saying laying down and taking cover is basically identical to standing up and then taking cover for sheer math purposes.
Okay. But laying down, I can take cover anywhere, even if there isn't
Yes, correct.
cover. So against ranged. I am not going to do either of those, though. I am just going to lie here because
Okay.
I want to cast command on the bony guy.
Sure.
I'm going to point at him and go, get down here, land on ground.
Get over here.
Gets to make a will save.
Okay. That is a 20. It gets +1 for saves versus magic.
Oh no.
So that is a 27.
27 succeeds.
Does the demoralize give it any disadvantage?
Oh, you are correct. Demoralize is -2 to everything, I think. Check.
Sounds about right.
Because that seems like it could be close. So I just want to make sure.
I believe it gets frightened 1, which is -1 to everything. So-
-1 would not be enough to
Would
get
not.
my
Okay.
DC.
So I will double check the demoralize, but let's assume that is the case because that's how I recall it.
That's fine.
F.
So it
F my
does
brothers.
succeed, and then I am going to, as my aura dims slightly, as I heal myself for 48. 13
I look good.
plus that is 21.
Yes, yeah, it becomes frightened 1 if you succeed the check. It becomes frightened 2 if you critically succeed the check.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
At what point does it become? Does it upgrade to shaken?
There are feats for that.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Normally, demoralized can only be frightened 1 or frightened 2.
Okay.
Tessie,
Okay.
loose you some tiny arrows.
Yep.
Tiny missiles.
Praying Mantis asshole is getting a missile from the wand. 3.
Do you want another D4? That one seems to not like you.
And
We'll whittle it down.
They are my dice.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
take-
They are loyal to me.
Get a different one. Oh man.
So we are
Boy, the fancy neon one.
we,
Yeah. It's the
we
creepy
are
Wuji one.
continuing
Yep.
the Inspire Courage,
Mhm.
and he is getting my last level 1 spell slot with a 2-action magic
You have
missile.
higher level spell slots, you know.
I know.
Okay.
saving 'em.
Just saying. The rest of your party's fighting for their lives.
We're
dying.
There's like
Actually-
we're going into like a
No, for this one, he's gonna get a level 3 spell slot.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
So
I can make it
that's-
so that she can't cast the cabin tonight.
That's 1 extra missile.
For each
Tent camping boys.
It's yes, one extra missile for each spell level.
Yeah, and it's a 2
addition-
action.
Right. So that's 6 missiles. 64 plus 6.
Oh,
I'm sorry, 64 plus 7.
No, it's still getting the 1s and the 2s. It's no better.
2 is twice as much as 1 though.
This is true. Bringing the average up.
I've rolled 3 so far, right?
4.
Okay.
Hey, there's a
There we
good
go.
one.
Big 4.
That's the last one.
That was the last
That was
one?
the last one.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, and then 1 that was rolled when I wasn't looking.
Okay.
I think that was a 2. So that
Okay.
was
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12.
12 plus 7 is
Math.
19.
19 points of damage. Hell yeah.
Ironically, doubling the amount of damage he's taking.
Because
Will
it's magic
explode?
and it does not have the DR.
Okay, that's Tessie. It is the Bony Boy turn.
The bony boy.
Nobody's identified it yet, so I'm not going to use his name.
I mean, like,
I mean, when you
it's
do identify it,
probably a
its name's-
bone
I
devil.
do not have an action to identify.
Yeah.
I only have action to.
Only have action to
I
survive.
mean, I could identify it if you want Ivan to do like nothing but huddling down for the whole fight, but I want to be like at least a little proactive.
That's what I'm doing.
Is it gonna come
Identify.
over after me?
I have no skills that are applicable.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna
Roll that
attempt
religion.
Monster Hunter or Monster Warden against it because like I don't have the religion to identify
Roll
this
that
fucking
religion.
thing.
That's 0 religion.
It's also part of the reason why I don't even feel like declaring
Yeah, okay.
hunt
It'll land near
because
you.
it's not gonna give me any bonuses. It is gonna land.
It's gonna land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because
I
it
feel
was
like you've pissed it off enough.
it was scared of my bow prowess,
Yes.
so it has decided to close into melee combat.
Okay, so it's gonna land 10 feet
Can't put
away
it
from
between
you.
the eyes now.
the last mistake it will ever make.
It's true. It's just like good, but I can split neck with this.
Watch, it's gonna do like 800 damage.
Yeah, just like, oh.
Like, I landed. Now I'm gonna take you seriously and just.
Stabs you with its sword. You just burst into flames and collapse into a pile of ash.
That I use
Did I
my
mention it's a
reaction.
sword of disintegrate?
Use my orc ferocity.
Ooh,
Stay up.
37?
To hit?
Yeah.
That's a crit.
That was a natural 19.
That's a crit.
I'm sorry, that would be a 39. Oh, no, I'm 38 because it's still demoralized.
It hasn't
Still a
stopped
crit.
being a crit.
If 37
I'm
is
just
a
trying to
crit,
be
then
precise.
38 and 39 would
Now
also
there
be
there
crit.
is I have a feat.
Yes.
How does a
Called-
57 sound?
It's called
It
no.
sounds fuck you.
No, turns out I have a feat. If it's a prime number,
No
doesn't
good.
work.
Yeah.
Try again. Prime number. Try again.
That is 20 points of piercing damage to you
20 points of
as
piercing.
it lands and lunges forward and just clamps its jaws like around your neck. Oh, I'm sorry. That was 40 points of piercing damage. It was crit.
And I was going to make a joke that it just starts to chew on you.
Yes.
And now it
And
does.
then it did.
Yeah.
And then it did, Gandalf.
Another
And then it
20
did.
points.
Then it will attempt to claw you with its claws of clawing,
No, not the claws of clawing.
and it will fail.
Grash, you
Hey,
you lived
welcome
with us
back.
so long.
Okay.
Someone was
Arrhenius.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said
Does
welcome
it
back.
do it?
Is it a dick move? The answer is yes, then.
I mean, it is a devil, and it does have a specific purpose.
Do it.
So it is going to do it.
Do
All the ones.
Do it.
Fucking pour one out for your boy Ivan.
That's a 30 to hit you?
That'll hit.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll take anything that isn't a critical. At this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, like at this point.
Yeah.
God, remember in 4th edition, critting was stupid because you just did max damage, like instead
Ooh.
of getting to double it. No, like
Yeah,
it
no,
was
that's not
bad.
great.
It's
That's
not
not great
great.
at all.
17 piercing, 5 evil, 4 fire?
17, 5, 4.
Yes.
I thought you were saying you did max damage and then it crit.
No.
Nope, you just do
you
max
just do
damage.
max damage, unless you had a magic weapon.
Okay.
Then you could add things on top of it, but it wasn't. But it's still not like
And
it's
First
great.
shot.
4th edition was weird.
It was. Had some good ideas.
I'm up.
Yeah, he's standing.
I need haste. Haste, is desperately needed.
we need Scree.
need to
the
get you-
range, the
Yeah.
range portion of our damage.
Oh God, that's right.
It's only a 26. That misses
The
you,
ranged
right?
AoE.
26 is the target number.
Oh, okay. I did
Bro,
not
were you
expect
not
that to hit.
taking a defensive action?
No, I didn't because I needed to heal myself.
Could you maybe? There's
15 piercing.
I'm down.
Okay.
I need haste. I can't
Yeah.
do anything unless
There's
I
too
get
many
4
actions.
or 5 actions.
Jesus.
Because I need to be because there's
1,
8
2,
different things that I
and
need to do
then
at any
she
given
is
time.
going to fly
magic
straight
item
up.
for it.
Straight up.
Straight up. For, what is it, flight speed? 60 feet?
She's still in range of
No.
crossbow, but now I have.
I have a wand of
crossbow.
cure in my
No,
fucking
40
backpack.
feet. She flies 40
I
feet
can't
straight
use
up, so
that.
she is now 70
You have a wand of soothe.
Emmeline.
Well, there's something on the ground now.
Health
Yes.
potion. Do you got
Oh,
a
I
health
do have a health potion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be stabbing the thing, but there's an Ivan that's down, and that never ends well.
That's probably a little more important.
If I can stay up for 1 round, I have things I can do.
Yeah. I guess Emmeline will sprint over to the Ivan and play medic again. And
Pour a health potion. in my
yeah,
mouth.
pour health potion. Where did that health potion go? It's in the stack of items.
It's just a normal health potion.
It was slightly better than the normal health potion. It was a 2d6 plus 7 health potion.
Okay.
No, that's the gloves. I don't have a health potion. I'm out of
Oh,
health
no.
potions.
I mean, you might not have a specific slip of paper for it, but you could just buy one. Like,
I did buy a couple, but I think I might have used them up and then didn't purchase them over the break because I didn't get a chance to do items. I can stabilize.
Give him chest compressions?
Yeah, I can
I
stabilize.
honestly, no, I'd say don't stabilize me. I'll stabilize fine. I have a really high fortitude score.
You don't
It's-
stabilize when you're 40.
No, it's death saves or flat checks.
You don't stabilize when
Either
you...
way, I'd say don't focus on stabilizing. We have a Tessie. Murder the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a will save.
I actually am the one who has health potions.
Gotcha.
Wisdom.
I had
10.
a health potion.
That's high enough. Okay, yeah, she'll move over to the available target then.
Okay.
I am currently threatening it, right?
Yes.
As long as it's within reach, it doesn't even have to be threatening.
It's actually not in his reach. It's 10 feet away from him.
Oh.
Oh, it has
It
reach.
has reach.
Oh, that's bad then.
How did it? Question.
Mm-hmm.
How did it bite me?
It has a 10-foot reach on its jaw.
Because it's super cool.
What?
It's
Om nom nom.
super cool.
It's big.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
He's big boy.
I'm just not okay with that.
He's big
I'm fine.
boy.
I'm not okay, but I am fine.
Yeah. It's like, I was like, okay. I mean, I'll take it. I just.
No, actually, it specifically doesn't on its jaw attack. It has reach on everything but its jaw, so it is 5 feet away.
Yeah!
Hey!
Kill him!
There we
kill
go.
him! Kill him dead!
Hey, that's a natural 20.
Natural 20 on the first one.
Okay.
Emmeline's back, boys.
Why did I land this thing?
You've killed him You've killed him 2
It
times.
was worth
now.
it just for that.
You've killed him twice.
I still can't believe you did over 100 damage to me.
know,
And
I
like an
can't believe
attack.
it either.
Like,
I crit you like 3 times over the course of like a round and a half.
Is 12 plus another.
And these are not fluffy, polite enemies.
7.
No, these are bastards.
Yes.
These are bastard flavored bastards with bastard coating.
7 is 19 plus. That doesn't get added though. That all gets added later. So 1938 plus 240 plus a d8. Emmeline's back, boys. 2 damage. So 42.
Everything's back. 2 damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing it's got DR of more than 2.
I do have the +1 stuff and striking. I don't know if that counts at all for magic damagey stuff. I don't think it does.
No, it does just more of the same type of damage.
Yep. All right. Then it's all going to be piercing damage because this weapon is not versatile. So 42 piercing damage.
42 piercing. Jesus Christ.
And it will be flat-footed. Wait. You're here?
I am here, yes.
All right. So hold on that because this next attack is also part calculated with that same damage because I'm going to use double slice because he's in range instead of twin feint, which I was missed on. I'm going to use my player point because I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Much better. These both use the same attack bonus because double slice.
Yes.
So that is a 35 plus 1, 36.
That will hit?
No crit? Damn.
No.
Thinking it
We're using Parry Digger. So we're doing
It
D4.
is made of bone. It
Yeah.
has a high armor
it has a high
class.
armor class. I'm guessing it's like
6.
up in like the 28 to 29 area. He's not going to tell me though.
No.
6
No,
plus
I'm not.
5. 11.
Very astute.
53 plus 2. 55. And then I will.
Oh, is this this is with the previous one? I was like,
Yeah.
How are you doing 55 damage on not a crit?
No, it all totals into 1 for damage reduction.
Right.
I do not have a third action, so I cannot flensing slice.
Okay. So that is a total of 55.
Yes.
Math. No, it's not even close to 10.
Oh, come on, come on.
As you jump on its back and just carve your name into
Yeah.
it. It's like,
You do jump forward and just like this thing is covered in bone plates, but it does have joints. So you
Bree would
start
love this thing.
pulling out your. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. She starts. Start, poking at the joints with your daggers, digging them in to the closest thing to a soft spot you can find on this.
Look,
thing.
guys, I'm arthritis.
Okay.
Oh god.
Attack the
Gresh.
joints.
fuck y'all joints.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take an action to bust out my sword, my axe and shield.
Sure.
And then, are we flanking?
Yes.
Yeah. Almost certainly.
Yes. Yes.
I can't see any reason Emmeline wouldn't be flanking.
Yeah.
Okay.
She a smart fighter.
Yeah. So I will continue the assault.
Press the attack. Oh no.
Well, that first one doesn't work.
Okay.
It's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
So unfortunate. Second one. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so it would be a 27. Oh, that's going to be like a 23. It's not going to hit.
Okay, he's not gonna.
24.
No,
24
I'm
also.
factoring that in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Always worth
no.
the check.
No hit. Even with the flat-footed, because it's -2 AC. But
No.
But yeah, no.
I don't get to use my reaction.
Sadness, eternal despair.
I bleed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tessie.
I need to make a save, right?
Yes, please make it.
Flat check.
That's a 10.
That I believe. No wait, you already had dying 1 because you went down and came back up.
Yep.
That is a fail.
Okay.
Now you're dying 3.
Yes.
No.
That's bad.
Dying 3?
I think so. 'Cause I was dying 1 because I went down, got
Yep.
back up, so I was wounded 1. Then I went
Reminder,
down
you
again,
can-
which turns it into dying 2.
Right. You can spend a player point to automatically succeed a death save, and take away your wounded condition.
Sure, but I'm not going to do that
But
yet.
yes, but just a
Yes.
reminder at this stage.
We have a little more
Tessie.
time.
All right. First of all, free magic missile goes to Scorpion.
I like
Fucker.
health.
Mm-hmm.
You have health things.
But
Yes,
this
but
is
this
the
one is free.
free one.
She-
the
she
one
has
that's
free
already
rolling the
got
one.
in my hand.
Oh yeah, I forgot the wand keeps firing forever.
Yeah.
It is the auto
I
turret.
fought the auto wand.
So that's
Plink. Plink.
3.
3.
Um,
Okay.
You're gonna have to take the Inspire Courage away for this round because I'm going to draw my Wand of Soothe and spend 2 actions to cast level 1 Soothe at Ivan. So that is 1d10 plus 4 health. So that is 8.
Okay. Technically alive.
Even when other people are rolling for me, they can't get above average.
Nope.
I've gotten 1 good heal, and if I'm back to full health, and then Dave took care
Bony
of that.
boy.
Yeah.
And that is me.
Yep, Bony boy. Well, Emmeline left. I can't murder the shit out of her.
I mean, you still can.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Why not? She doesn't have to be here to get the shit murdered out of her.
Yeah. He's got a 26 AC.
Yeah,
we have the relevant stats.
That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I get. It's
It
punishment
stabs
for my
itself.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
It tries to swing, but there's daggers lodged in its joints, and that makes movement kind of hard.
It's true. It would. I would not like to bend my joints with daggers stuck in them.
It's 20 a lot. 36 minus. It's 33.
A 33 will hit.
Okay.
Not
You-
super
He rolled a
good.
natural 1 against you.
Yeah.
But then
And
he
then
rolled a
he
33.
It's not a crit, you know.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
I'm-
This is the bony guy, or is this
Bony
the
guy.
Bony guy.
You're in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bony guy turned on you and is starting to attack.
15 points of slashing damage for you.
Okay.
And then. Yeah, it'll take another. That's fine. Oh, God. Oh, it's fine.
And them bastards
Oh,
dropped the
no.
healer first.
I know. So
Oh, that's another natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emmeline lives to stab another day.
Irenaeus is going to move to the archer.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
38.
30.
What are you trying to do?
What about
Yeah.
Mantis guy?
He just,
He just
went.
he just
Oh,
he just
gotcha.
fucked me up
Yeah.
offhandedly.
38 hits you, I assume.
Uh-uh.
Does it crit you?
Uh-uh.
Don't know how I'm a
Yeah.
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 I see through your lies.
Even if Ivan and Emmeline are both tanky, we still couldn't get a 38 to not crit. Maybe if we were taking cover. Take cover!
I think I have some ways I could get a 38 to not crit, but it would require a setup, which I have not had time to do.
I would have to take cover and also parry.
44 piercing,
And
plus
I'm busy
5,
murdering.
5 fire and 5 evil.
I am going to use my reaction
Uh-huh.
to not go down.
Ah, for the
I am-
orcish thing?
Yes, I am at 1 hit point.
Oh no.
Uno hit point.
Does that go you are at 1, or does it you are temporary 1 until you fall in?
No,
I am
it
at 1.
goes just
Okay.
to 1.
Yes,
And then she'll take
am-
another shot.
So that'll depend on your priority for healing.
Yeah.
Down
But
is
I
higher
do. I
priority
do go to
than-
wounded 1.
29.
Well, yeah.
She downs you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
And
no.
then spends her last action to fly 40 more feet straight up.
Okay. So
No.
I'm technically wounded 2,
Yes.
because I still take the wounded 1 action before getting up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Need to look.
But
up
it did eat
mechanics on
another
a
of her
spell.
actions to do it. so
Rest
you,
in
you
peace.
traded a one action for another.
Yes.
Evenly
I've
balanced
been-
as all things should be.
I just realized that they probably should have had a little more health than I had, but it doesn't matter because
Oh yeah.
I've
You
been
died
still
by
been
a lot.
rolling d8s. I should be rolling d10s for my heal, but
Oh,
it didn't
okay.
matter because it brought me back to full health, and then you
Right.
just took all my health away. So,
Yes.
so doing more, we couldn't have had more.
We are on Emily.
So
Emmeline. is
Emmeline,
looking at-
how bad does the well, it's not going to matter for this turn. How bad does the giant bone demon look?
It's difficult to tell. You're not super familiar with bone demon anatomy.
But it doesn't look specifically like
It doesn't
it's
look
dying.
like it's falling apart, but it's not perfect by any means.
And Ivan looks very,
Ivan
very
looks
dead. And
Close
Gresh
to dead.
looks
Gresh
very,
looks
very dead.
dying.
Do I get one more turn? That's the question. That's the question. I will do my best to drop this thing's defenses,
Uh-huh.
because it's what I can do.
cut up the bone demon.
25 to hit?
No.
How does dying work? How high, like low?
Dying
Dying
when
four
you hit
is
dying
dead?
4, you die.
What about a 26?
26
And you're dying 2,
does not.
right?
I'm dying.
Still on the bone demon?
Yes.
Okay. And it's no longer flat-footed.
Just
because of
barely
Gresh.
missing.
Okay, so the other ones don't matter.
Do you have the wand of cure? Or do I have the wand of cure?
I don't have a wand of cure, so if anyone has it, it's not me.
The one of heal?
Wand of heal.
You have it.
I thought that I had it.
Unless Scree has it. Scree might have it.
Scree might have had it.
'Cause she was a
Emmeline,
primal caster.
Yeah,
capable of
because she
casting.
could. I think we give it to Scree because she was the only person who didn't have inherent like,
Mhm.
which means it's gone.
I mean, we could just be like, ask if she, have her be like, oh, I'll lend you my wand of healing before we leave. Like, I feel like that everyone involved would be okay with that.
yeah, probably.
Before Scree wanders off to her totally
take
off
the
camera
wand.
adventure.
I think I need to see if I can get us out of here alive. Honestly.
You take
Well, the
the
Uranus
wand.
looks to be attempting to withdraw.
Well, yeah. That's
Kill
why
the
I'm,
bone thing. Let
just
the other
keep
thing leave.
Other stuff alive.
I've got a thing,
Oh, okay.
but for later.
All right. We'll just hit it again for now. It's not gonna work. And then last action, I will parry to raise
Okay.
my defense.
Gresh, you need to make a dying save, please.
Okay. So I've never actually made a dying save in Pathfinder 2,
It is a flat check of 10 plus your wounded number.
so I need to beat a 12.
Yes.
Okay.
To make a 12.
I fail, so I'm
Okay.
dying 3.
Yes.
Cool.
Ivan.
I am going to wave my hand lazily at him
With your 18
and mutter a
wounds.
bit. And you are going to heal. Let's roll these 4d10. Oh, there's the 1. 4. There we go. That's an actual roll. 13.
And then your die
And
rebels.
then my die makes it dead for freedom. Go, give me a d10. This one's been failing me anyway. That's a 10.
Yay!
So 23 plus 32. So 55.
Why must you fail me so often?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Then I am going to quickly battle medicine myself. As I, you see me just rip something out of the, like some gauze out of my medical kit and just go, and just like shove it into my wound for the time being.
I am alive.
Which is, I'm going to attempt a DC 25
Okay.
for, which would be, I think,
Plus 50, no, plus 20 to
plus
the healing,
20
I believe.
extra healing if
Yeah.
I succeed it. No, 30. It's because it's every 10. It's not
Yes.
5. DC 30 for this. Yeah, that makes it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19, so my medicine's definitely high enough to make it 30. So then that's 48? No, 2d8 because I didn't crit. I just for the guaranteed.
Actually, what is your? It's not a crit on a 19.
Actually, let's
DC
check
30?
that.
I feel like that would make a 40.
My medicine's 18, so
Oh,
it's
okay, not quite.
Not quite.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. So that's 7 plus
20.
20, so I shall heal myself for 27 as I just stop the bleeding and get myself like in a decent position. So okay, you heal for 5, I heal for 27.
It's pretty good.
Health exists once again. I'm going to look for my die.
All is right in the
Okay.
world.
Well, was going to. I had been strategizing more healing for Ivan, but now that he is up, I am going to.
Better.
I mean,
Attack is bad.
I can still use more healing, as it turns out.
But there are still people making
yeah.
death saves. So.
Who?
No, I just
I'm
bought.
up.
I
I'm up.
healed him for
Oh,
55.
I'm so sorry. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no,
Yeah.
I'm good. I was about to say, when did Emmeline go down?
So does anybody need me to use an action to draw a health potion and hand it to them?
That would be basically your entire turn to feed someone a health potion.
I don't think we need a health potion right now,
Okay.
but like
I can't use
getting the
that wand
performance
again.
back up probably would be pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
You can, but it requires a check or else it will break, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I will inspire courage again. I got 3 on the free magic missile
Okay.
from the wand for the well, I mean 3 total with the
Yes.
oh no, it wouldn't be 3, it would be 2
It'd be
because I didn't
2,
have
yeah.
performance up. With the
The one manifold.
scorpion. And I am going to cast telekinetic projectile,
Okay.
attempting to hurl rocks and shit.
Throw some stuff.
Yes, throw some stuff at the mantis. I keep thinking it's a scorpion. It is not.
It's
It
kind
is
of also a scorpion.
mantis.
It's got a big
Yeah,
bony
it's-
scorpion tail.
Scorpion mantis.
It's the scorpimantis.
A
It's the
mantian.
nightmare. It's the bone
It's the
nightmare.
worst.
34?
34 will hit.
Okay.
Just enough.
So that is 2d6. 3. 9. 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of what kind of damage?
Of
Force?
I think it's bludgeoning.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
bludgeoning or piercing,
Of rocks
depending
to
on the type.
face damage.
Oh, it said
Yes.
bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, depending on what I was using. So it's bludgeoning because I'm
Sure,
using rocks.
You're using rocks. One of them was a very sharp rock. It's actually piercing.
Yes.
There are a couple of spare arrows lying around that are covered in
it
my blood.
I also do have a quiver with a bunch of
Is going
arrows and some
to
darts
slap
that I
you.
could have used, but
What was the roll?
At a 30-something? 30...
That will hit.
If it starts with 3, it hits.
39?
39.
I'm sorry, 38.
Yeah, that's just barely good enough. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, those are d10s, not d6s.
Does that crit you?
Yeah.
Weren't you parrying?
That gets me to 28.
Ah, damn.
17.
I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can get as tank. I'm assuming I have to roll a fortitude.
No.
Oh,
That's
Can I save this
42
18?
points of piercing damage as it bites into your shoulder and you feel bone crunch a little bit.
oh yeah.
And then it lifts off
oh no!
and starts jetting after the Uranus.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's going to spend 2 actions to cast Dimension Door and is now floating in the air directly next to the Uranus.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna drag me along. That's why I was like, oh no.
Well, I can't use an attack of opportunity against that because I'm on the floor. Oh wait, I can still attack.
You can.
You haven't
Fuck it.
you haven't stood up. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it.
You can swing
I know
at
I'm
its
gonna
feet.
take a
You start
penalty,
catching.
but-
You're just like hit it at its ankles.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a
Fuck
shot.
it,
Lying prone.
Fuck it, why not?
Wait.
Hey! That's pretty good.
Screw your dimension door.
Actually,
that's like a
manipulate action. Oh, I'll keep going. I'm gonna check the dimension.
30. 35 minus whatever being on the ground is.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Well, just say
Yeah, you should check to see if Dimension Door is a spell that triggers an attack of opportunity. I think it is though.
I mean, I'm
Actually, it's not.
oh,
not?
never mind.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Yes, it is.
Haha.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Like,
Well,
For some reason, I was like, it doesn't have a material component. And I'm like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, like-
Semantics are also manipulate actions.
well, as a parting gift, I bestow it 19 points of axe damage.
Okay. That's great.
Let me ask you a question.
chunk.
Everything is beautiful forever.
Yes.
And then it takes off and flies after the Erinyes. Or, I'm sorry, it appears next to the Erinyes.
Coward.
Does anybody wish to do anything as they... and the Erinyes takes 3 actions, flying 160
Yeah.
Yes.
or something.
God damn it, Ivan.
Just in case, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I want the dude that's the closer one because I don't think the other one's probably out of range.
Uh-huh.
Might as well. I want him to make a fortitude save.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Trap him in an Iron Maiden.
Oh wait, no,
Ooh.
the range I don't think it's far enough because he dimension doored pretty far. I'm assuming.
You dimension door at 80 feet, something like
I
that.
think it's that's it's shorter than 80 feet.
Okay.
Damn it.
You can move and then do it.
No,
you
because he's
dimension door at
flying.
80 feet up.
Oh, okay.
Because the
Straight
Erinyes
up.
had gone straight
Otherwise, I
up.
very much would,
Yeah.
but no.
Ah.
Oh well.
Did not.
I just jump 80
No,
feet into the air.
Ivan, you have spider climb slippers.
Wah!
Start climbing the trees. Okay. So assuming that doesn't.
Oh, that's another thing. I forgot that I had spider climb slippers. I will have given the slippers of spider climb probably to you
Oh, thank you.
because I feel like that's useful for people that can fight at range rather than me who doesn't.
That is fair. Yeah.
So
Though you also are a good choice, so we'll talk about that.
they go jetting off into the
They have
distance.
I
leaving
wanted
your
to cast blindness at it. I want because if it
Just
rolls a
start
1,
pinballing off of trees.
if it rolls a 1, it is blind permanently.
That would be
Oh,
good. It rolled
no.
a 3.
It did?
Yeah.
So mad.
Does blindness have the incapacitate trait?
No. What blindness would have done with the 3? How much would it have been actually total?
Like a 17 or 18?
So it wouldn't have been a critical fail.
Okay.
It would have been blinded for a minute,
Okay.
which would have been amusing.
Would have
but
been
it's-
very
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
If the thing is, if it had gotten a critical fail, if you rolled a
Yeah.
1, then it's blinded permanently, and I desperately wanted that to happen. But
just a bone devil
Turns
out
out
there
blindness
with
only
a
has a range of
perming.
30 feet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as they go flying off to rejoin, presumably their bearded devil contingent, leaving you in a rough state back here.
Okay, who needs Band-Aid?
That did not go as planned. Me.
Yeah, me first. And I started whapping myself.
Okay. Then I start bandaging
Um,
myself with my supplies. I can do that as well.
I actually walk over to you and go, okay, and just go like, slap, and just put a bandage on your thing with battle medicine, and
Oh,
walk
battle
back
medicine.
to
Okay.
sit down and start actually officially bandaging
for
myself.
Speed purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
He
enough
just,
to.
whips out a bandage, slaps it on your shoulder,
Yeah.
which
And
hurts quite badly, but then it stops the bleeding. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
The thing is, like, turns out you can apply it really carefully to get it down, or just apply enough force to make sure that it's down. One of these is better, one of these is faster.
The Ivan way. It's called tough love.
It's a treat wound is well no wait, treat wound takes an hour, so we're not doing that.
No, treat wound takes 10 minutes.
10
It
minutes.
just puts it on
Can
a
only be
1 hour
done
cooldown.
for an hour.
Oh, okay.
And I am treat wounding myself.
Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna treat wound myself as well then.
Sure.
I am
40
going.
pens. I'm at 48.
It's a medicine or a nature check first.
Yeah, for me. I rolled like
Oh,
20.
okay, yeah. Then it's 2d8.
2d8. Okay.
And you healed.
I heal myself for 11.
Okay.
11 points.
Healed from me.
Better.
What did you get on the nature check, by the way?
13 and 16. So, like
So
30.
higher than 25.
Yeah.
So it's actually 4d8 instead of 2d8.
Oh, okay. So 11 and 9 is 20. I will take that.
Perfect.
So you will also you healed from me
20. Accept.
14 health from the battle medicine.
Ooh, thank you. Great. Ghost gnome. Okay. That looks like a mostly full health bar.
And then I am going to heal myself with a DC 20. That'll be enough. That won't crit though. If I treat wounds for 6 plus 10. So okay.
So.
We wanted to back off before we drained all our resources. They weren't likely to chase because they have to stick with their contingent.
I was hoping we could force one to stay behind and or kill
I
it
don't even
and get
know
one
if we
down.
could have killed it without losing anyone. Emily looks awful, by the way.
Here, I get
She's like dripping blood everywhere.
like, do we need to continue to catch up?
They will likely
How
be.
far are they?
They will likely be moving faster now that they know they are being trailed.
It's possible. This is probably relatively unfamiliar terrain for them, whereas you are very familiar with traveling across this sort of.
True, but
round.
but they'll
if
still
we
be.
t-
They
will
were
be
not
attempting
going
to increase their speed. How
Yes.
effective that will be is a question.
Oh yeah, I forgot something. I have a new thing I got. I can treat 2 people at once with my treat wounds.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
So, Emmeline, why don't you also heal for 16?
Nice.
As I was healing myself and you at the same time, kind of bandaging myself, like kind of tearing off the same thing into the same motion, start bandaging you. It's clear that I have had a lot of experience with like people being next to each other and just being like dividing my attention between multiple patients.
It's good.
Um,
It's good.
Like keeping pressure on with a foot.
yeah, exactly. Just like
I think we still be faster than them, but they will definitely.
do we have time?
Move.
Take maybe hour or so, get ourselves healed.
Only if they take it. I think if we had withdrawn, we may have been in better shape, but I think we're going to be in tough.
It's true, but now we have better idea of what they do. We know they have many flyers.
We'd be
They
more
have 2 big
prepared
flyers.
next time.
Yes, but there will. Most important thing, there will be next time. We can catch up with them.
Out of curiosity, did you, now that you're sitting here bleeding, did you want to make an identify check?
Sure.
I'll sit here and be like, let me think. Bone things seem familiar. Maybe not.
It's like old joke.
19. Yeah. I
No.
don't roll very well.
I will activate my necklace.
Sure.
I do not
And
recognize bone thing. It's not.
It's very
10 more minutes. You treat him. I'm going to help with some of your wounds. And I start medicining myself and Gresh. Well, Gresh,
We have
Treats
to wait
Emily.
an hour. Are we just assuming we're taking?
I
the
have a
hour?
10-minute cooldown.
Yes.
Ah.
because
You
he's
have
got
an
all
hour.
kinds of
I
medic
have an
stuff.
hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a religion roll or a?
It would be religion or bardic alert.
Okay.
I'm going for a
48.
DC
So if
30
it's
for us
religion, I
two.
get 30.
I'm just gonna do the
That should.
max on one.
Yes,
die,
that is enough for
so
the
8,
DC
9,
30.
10, 11.
Oh, if it's bardic lore, I get 31.
Same difference.
11, you get 22 more hit points.
Yay.
As so like it is
Waiting for the
important to
math.
note that while he is using
Heal yourself for another 31.
hell yeah, while he is using like bandages and professional things, I am like It's just like a chew root, smashing berries into wounds and things. Is
Kind of grody.
is fun.
Blood leech.
Dude, no. No.
And the thing is, you'll notice a lot of times you'll be doing that kind of stuff, and I'm just
But he will
I'll be
cauterize
like,
your wound with like a red hot stick. You just
Yeah.
hold out the fire. It's like
the thing is, like, you'll notice a lot of times I'm doing things like you doing that, and I'm like, give me a pinch of that, and I take some of your stuff, put it on the bandage, and tie it
so
like.
there we
So
go,
clearly,
we
like
help.
I've kind of recognized a lot of the things that you are like makeshift making and know what you're doing with it, but it's clearly from a very different approach.
I like
So,
it. I
Like
it.
I've probably bought a lot of the things you're making in a store, but you're just making them on the spot.
as certain people may have surmised, that was a bone devil or an ocelith, as they are also called. They have very high damage reduction.
Guess you're just gonna tell this to
To
everybody.
be more specific, they have 10 points of damage reduction against all physical damage that isn't silver.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
I could have.
Until Emmeline crit the shit out of it, it had taken 19 points of damage.
Yeah. The thing was, if I had gotten.
No,
the-
sorry, 38. When you dealt 19 to it with your magic missiles all at once, it doubled the amount of damage it had taken.
If I had gotten one more action, I could have flensed it and pulled off 5 of its damage reduction. Which is frustrating.
But yes, it has very high damage reduction, pretty high armor class. It's got all the normal devil things, which are like immunity to fire and weakness to good.
Immunity to everything.
Yeah, and damage and resistance to poisons.
Why did we get rid of the silver rapier?
Hard to say.
Question.
No, add another 20 health onto what you healed.
Oh, I'm at full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Add it anyway,
And-
Joe.
I can't go over.
And you add another, I think, 10 to
Your
yours.
skin has such a healthy glow now.
Because because of the medic new class thing that I took.
Oh,
New scars.
do I still
Or
have those
5.
bars?
Another 5
that were stuck
Yes,
in me?
Yes.
Hey, we give this Martha. That's our part of deal.
You're not technically wrong. But to
It gives you a lot. The DC 30 thing actually gives you way more health than I thought it did.
it's the
nice.
the bone devils are definitely not foot soldiers. They're used for a purpose.
So we have Arañas and Bone Devils. This was serious. This is big.
Specifically, also they can turn invisible, which is how it snuck up on you.
Yes.
That was how I was planning on sneaking away.
This was okay. This is something.
We already knew that.
Because they didn't just send. Oh,
But we already knew that. Pasha was here.
True.
Everyone's looking here.
true.
It would
And the
make
vampires
sense.
were here. And they seemed interested when they heard we were hunting devils.
We shouldn't have told them that.
That being said, we might be in the middle of a everyone wants something that we just stumbled on again.
We need
Well, I
to-
want it too, so if they want it, I want them not to have it. So
I have
this-
a new plan. We get our people out this sneaky way.
They saw us coming from a mile away.
It's true, but we were like following track. We're not exactly being.
we did not go slow. We were move very quickly. Do not move carefully. We can move a bit slower, catch up slower, but be more hidden.
There's more of them once we catch up to them than just what we fought.
But instead of fight, just take and run.
Kill any that are in the way, not all of them in whole company.
Please.
It's worth noting ocelotts. Oh, I guess I should say that into the microphone. It's worth noting ocelotts are interrogators.
Oh,
So they're looking for some information of some sort.
Well, so the Bone Devils being here is almost a good thing. It's a good
Interrogate
thing
corpses.
It's true.
because their job is to interrogate people. So if they sent interrogators with the group and they sent strategists with the group, they weren't expecting to kill absolutely everyone.
I'm assuming it was just a similar party to Pasha's cadre. It's just the same thing, but slightly more aggressive.
So, but that means that they're probably going to keep the people that they took alive until that they can get the information they want.
They would have no way of knowing that all the important monks went north. They might realize this, and
Yes, or have them lead them to the important monks.
I don't
mean,
think
we
they're
are
looking
going
for-
north, right?
You're going more east than north, but
Okay. I guess it could be.
It's promising. At least there's less of a chance that they took them for a blood ritual or for food.
Yes, they've been taking enough for food.
you're opening an exotic restaurant. Like, interdimensional snacks.
We have this ethically sourced human meat.
Freshly caught.
No.
Wild
Very
grazing.
explicitly unethically sourced.
Yes.
You can taste the sorrow.
They have like the sushi version where they're like, yes, you can hear it scream for its children before you eat it.
Oh god. Anyway,
So basically, veal.
Thank you for that mental image, Joe.
I did this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
you killed Ivan twice. You deserve it.
Had to slow you down somehow.
Well, we did it.
Man, that was the thing. That guy rolled the 3 on his fortitude save. If I'd cast that early on at him,
Yeah.
he would have had the he would have been blinded the whole damn fight.
So, out of character, Pasha said that if they did take them to another dimension, he would intercept.
If you could locate their portal.
We
Okay.
must locate them.
And remember, Pasha told us that if we could find their portal, even if the devils get the hostages over, he can intercept.
I
Then
think
we're relying on other people.
I
First-
know, and that sucks, but it's better
we
than
need
nothing.
to keep trailing. I do think we take more cautious approach. Thought it was bearded devils. This thing is bigger.
Yes, we were caught off guard. It will not happen again.
But I do believe more cautious approach. We keep following. If opportunity arises, we try breakout.
Yes. Perhaps when next day sets down.
Maybe during night.
Yeah. Go on. Do you have any magics that can whisk us away?
No,
Do you have any magics that can hide us?
no.
Okay.
Except inside this awesome cabin.
I mean, the cabin is nice, but like a hidey hole, a cave.
I have magic that can distract people while you get away.
Okay.
That's something.
Okay,
I have to
okay.
stay behind for that to happen.
That's 2 things.
That's- well, then, okay. We're
not
We come out
leaving
then.
anyone behind.
We come on then in the night. We locate the portal for Pasha. I prefer your take. We go and we kill them ourselves. But that seems less.
That's not my
less
take right
likely.
now. I lost that take when they were flying above and I couldn't kill them.
Okay. Well, we get them. We get our people back. If not, then we ask the glowing man. In any case, we should probably get back to it.
So, as you all finish patching yourselves up and sketch out a loose plan of action, I think that is where we will end our episode for the evening. Spontaneously turning off.
Yes.
But
I kicked it. I kicked the computer.
thank you all for joining us.
I don't know if it's Joe's fault, but we're going to blame
We
him.
are going to blame
I
you.
Yes.
kicked the
In
computer.
fairness, It has been declared Joe's fault.
It's his turn.
So anyway, oh god, all our white levels.
Oh my god.
Stuff.
Hey, I am a ghost person now.
Right. So in the meantime, thanks for joining us. If you like what we're doing, follow us on social media in the description down below. If you really like what we're doing, follow us here on Twitch or YouTube or wherever it is you are watching it. If you really, really like what we're doing, subscribe on twitch.tv or on YouTube. If you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you will also have Twitch Prime, which gives you one free subscription to a channel a month. We would be absolutely thrilled if you use that with us.
Doesn't quite work on Apple products.
We got a lot of social media things.
We do have a lot of social media things. If you are interested, we do have a Patreon where you can support us more consistently. That is also in the description. Got all of those. I'm on top of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we will see you again next week. The week after, we will be off for a convention. But hopefully we will see you again next week at 4 p.m. Eastern here on these lovely Sundays. And until then, take care of each other, stay safe, and remember, keep your friends close and your dice closer. Thanks a lot, everybody.